But you said if
We're on. We are on. Welcome to the Geek Light. This is the Global Geek Defense Force. And I am here with, on my left,
the angry black man, angriest black man in the world.
angriest what?
Angriest black man in the world. What's wrong?
These are angriest Blackbeard?
that's
No.
what I thought you said.
Excuse me.
I was
The
like,
angriest,
Angriest
black man in the world.
That's twice today.
Is that better?
I got my review. I got me a review to review.
I was
You gonna
trying to
get
solve
radio
that.
Whatever. Moving on.
All right, it's Captain Villain Black.
Go ahead.
I'm done. That's it. That's all I got.
No, I know. Really? Is it all?
I was waiting
Yeah,
on the rest
no
of
more
the
than
else.
yeah.
No montage?
Yeah,
The
no,
bearded maker.
All right.
That's all I got.
You guys are crazy.
I can't see this.
All right. What do you mean you can't see this from here?
I'm looking for you.
Are you looking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick gander here. I should have hit it anyway. Yeah, everybody, let's look at our phones. This is
Yeah.
really
Exciting.
This is
Exciting
compelling.
start to the show here.
this is compelling.
Yeah, what?
I was looking on YouTube. I
Sounds
didn't
like
see anything.
something like sounds like it's raining on the mic.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first time I've been hearing any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Let's
Is
make
it the
sure.
fan?
It's whatever that one is.
Blue one.
Me?
Byron.
Of course. You cut me
Off too though.
So you didn't unplug me?
Oh, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
jeez.
Blow my brains
Blow my brains out, then I'm gonna blow your brains out. Wait a minute.
All right, let's bring the face.
Shout out to Rich.
Yeah.
So, wow, I'm kind of loud, aren't I? Bring me down here.
Okay, we're live.
Are we?
I don't know.
Why you say that? And us not actually be live?
I don't see it on YouTube.
No?
Not on your channel, anyway.
Oh, that's bogus. How about YouTube?
That's what I just
Oh.
said. I don't see it there, but
But how about YouTube?
I mean,
If it's not on YouTube, what about YouTube?
I'm looking on the page right now. I don't see nothing.
Yeah, man.
But yet I'm talking into the mic as
You
if.
need to fix your mic, bruh.
It says we're online.
I see
Except
live.
for Facebook, it says
I
it's
see me and I see
Where you at?
Justin. Yeah, we're on Jabba-doo.
You got YouTube?
Jabba-doo-boo.
On YouTube? Okay, YouTube.
It
Okay.
does say live, but I don't see the video.
Yeah, I don't see.
I see it. It's right there.
I mean, I see that you see it.
Yeah. It's
But I
kind of
don't see
delayed.
it.
It's really
I need
delayed.
to check out Facebook real quick because that's not showing up either.
Man, it sounds like a rainstorm.
I know.
I don't know where that's coming from.
It's coming from Byron.
Unplug that real quick. Unplug it back in. I muted you, so it shouldn't pop or anything.
Yeah, it's him.
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
I think that's what we're doing right there. We're doing the chord equivalent to turning it off, turning it back
Did you check your TPTI settings? Did you enable cookies? You want this dog?
on. Want these hands?
Oh, I still got it.
Publishing tool.
Turn your radio off when you're on the air. You get feedback.
Video library. All right. And we should be live. Yep. All right. Let's do the shindig here. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, that's right.
It's got about a 10-minute delay.
That's okay. Delay's fine.
I'm just now showing Justin that we're on. That's cool.
Geek to life. Wonder if this is actually gonna show up. Here. Fetching video. Uh-oh. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, that's right.
It's got about a 10-minute delay.
Oh wow, that's okay.
No, I'm not even
Delay's
on.
fine.
It's not me. Am I on?
I'm just now showing Justin that we're on. I'm confused. What's going on? I'm hearing myself talk.
It's
You're in a delay from the delay.
we are in podcast inception. No, that was from the restreamer that I use. Oh, I got a warning. What's this warning? This is fun. Well, we've recorded it, so. Oh, I gotta change that. Garbage.
I thought we were starting.
We are starting. So
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are waiting for. I'm just
Is
doing-
this on?
I'm doing my production.
My mic's not on.
We're-
Is
we're-
my mic on?
We're on.
Oh, we got
No,
we-
your
should I
mic's
turn
on.
Here, Byron, how's that?
Turn my mic on. That's
It's
what.
on.
That's
Yeah.
better.
It doesn't sound like it's crackling over there. You're
Is
not
it-
eating a bag of chips now.
No, I put the chips up.
Put the chips on.
Yeah, put them up.
Can't see Blade.
You get him in the shot.
No, he was being hidden by this.
Okay.
Who's been hidden by?
So
Blade.
starting off, man.
All right, so
Blade.
well, we've already started. That it should be showing up there. It's not going to be at the top because you got photos there, pal. Yeah, see, there. Good. Keep going. There we are. See, right there. We got one person watching our garbage that's going on right now.
Hey, young person out there watching our garbage right now. How you doing?
I think you should probably turn off the audio on that, unless you got the whole thing muted.
I don't think I have the audio. Do I have the audio?
Yeah, he had it up
All
all
right.
the way.
So we're here.
We are.
We are here. We are here. There is now proof multiple times, and we've recorded our recording of the recording, and of the stream. Now Byron's having fun watching himself.
One person,
On the-
whoever you are, I
Thank
can't
you.
see your name. Thank you for joining us.
So
That might be me.
it probably is. I think it might be. So there were a lot of movies that came out since the last time we had our get together here.
Not really, but
There was a couple.
not a lot.
There were a lot of movies. Not all of them we watched, though. Right?
Whatever.
So
I shouldn't have said anything.
There's
You
new
should
there's new
go.
movies out.
there have been new movies out.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of them.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about some.
I think we should. So, first one that we're going to talk about is let's go with Guardians because that one was farthest out, and it's the one Justin hasn't watched, so it'll make him feel uncomfortable sitting there.
No,
Oh, okay.
you're good.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers? Or
Yeah,
no
I
spoilers?
don't- you can spoil it. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
care.
okay.
I don't care.
It is a good movie. You should still go see it.
I
regardless.
will eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I wish I would have watched that one last night instead of Wonder Woman, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think I would take Guardians over Wonder Woman. They're both good, though.
so there were quite a few. Let's talk about the. Actually, you guys want if you guys want to talk about because I already have the review on Geek Life, and I'll chime in and stuff. But what do you guys think of it?
Guardians.
Yeah.
I,
Welcome to the program.
like I said before, man. I think I discussed this with you before, and
Yeah.
we kind of had like a mini argument.
An argument. We
Yeah, I
never
thought-
argue. We always
I mean, I
get
thought
along.
it was good. It was entertaining, but
Yeah.
the first one was better than the second one by far.
It usually is, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Nah.
More
Empire
than not.
Empire Strikes Back better than the first.
Captain America, Winter Soldier,
Yes, better than the first.
But
Civil War,
Better than the first.
and the second.
Mm.
Civil War was better than
then Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, it was.
But-
Stop it. Don't look up.
Wait. But was that actually a Captain America movie, or
Yeah,
was
that's
it
not fair
an
because that was like a
Avengers movie?
mini.
That's
Avengers.
not fair. It was
That-
called Captain America.
Yeah, but
Civil
it was
War.
it was like a.
It was
Avengers
about
2.5,
Captain America.
man.
Okay, whatever. Let's keep going on. What are we
Alright,
talking about?
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. here.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that
Not
was
Captain America.
all right. So, like I said before, I thought that this one was okay, not as good as the first one. It was entertaining. There was a couple of things that I kind of enjoyed about it. It was kind of weird. I did like Baby Groot for some reason. Some people didn't like him, but I did kind of like him.
I didn't like him.
Yeah, he didn't like him, but I liked him, and
What was wrong with it?
He was just a baby. Like there really was no reason for him to be a baby. Like he acted
He
the
was a
same when
toddler.
he was. He acted the same when he was little, when he was big. So there was really no reason for him to be little. And he didn't do anything. Like they pretty much neutralized a pretty big member of their team, I think, because he couldn't do anything.
marketing, man.
Huh?
Sell things.
Okay.
That's what it was all about.
I guess.
I don't remember seeing Large Groot ever dancing.
Large Groot?
Mhm.
Nah.
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope. I've never.
That doesn't mean he didn't though.
But how are we supposed to know?
He was dancing.
If
When
it-
they were dancing at the end, everybody was dancing.
If
You
a
just didn't see
tree, if a tree dances in the woods and nobody's there to see him, did it happen?
him. No.
That's right. So it didn't happen.
Okay. All right. But for overall, it was
Yeah.
entertaining.
Good.
I did like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Thought he was a good villain.
As he
I didn't
Yeah.
think they gave him enough time, and I really didn't want to see him die. I really wanted to see him.
They always
again.
kill the villains.
I
It's
don't
just
know why,
funny,
man. He was
man.
pretty
like,
good, man. I kind of like that.
It's funny that
hopefully they
he's
find a way to bring him back.
like millions and millions of years old, and
he,
then
he dies.
Yeah. Then he
Well,
dies.
but a partial celestial, his son, ends up killing him. So I mean, it's well,
Actually, Groot killed him.
well, technically Rocket killed him.
Yeah, Rocket did. 'Cause that was
Technically,
Rocket's bomb.
It was a
The-
Groot effort because Rocket.
It was a Groot.
Yeah, because Rocket couldn't get the bomb where it needed to be.
No, I'm saying it sounded like you said it was a Groot.
That's what I thought. He said
Effort.
He
too.
did
A
say
Groot
that.
effort. I missed out on that. That was a great opportunity to use a
No,
pun
you,
there,
you
but
did say it.
I said
Yeah,
that.
you said-
That's what I said. It was a Groot effort. We are Groot. I thought it was good, but I thought the same. I thought it was on a smaller scale than the first one. It just seemed like everything was like isolated.
Contained.
Yeah, like like the galaxy was, it was in danger, but it didn't seem like it because it was just like they were on that planet by themselves, and that was it. We saw that planet by themselves. We saw those gold people, whoever they're supposed to be,
Right.
and that was pretty much
What
it.
were they called? Not the Collective, was it? I forgot the
I don't
name.
remember,
Yeah, I don't remember.
but we didn't see any of the Nova Corps.
Right.
We didn't see. Well, we saw some Ravagers, some old Ravagers.
We saw a large portion of the
Yeah, we
Ravagers,
saw
though.
quite a bit of Ravagers
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just the first one, we just went to so many different places, and
Mhm.
different planets, and we saw so many different things. It was like all-out war,
Mhm.
and then
Well, did we actually?
yeah,
I don't think we saw more than we saw
Wow.
3 planets.
we saw Earth, and we saw
Well, in 2,
wherever.
2 we
Two.
saw a whole bunch of them. Not in the first one though.
Yeah,
No, we didn't see that many in the original Guardians.
different
of the Galaxy.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
we
you
did.
had Earth. You had
Mhm.
the
No
planet that Peter Quill found the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Mhm.
You had where Nova Corps is. That's
Yeah.
3. And nowhere.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Well, where was Ronan? Because he was somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Wherever we saw him at.
Yeah.
Ronan was on a ship.
No.
Yes.
The whole time?
Yes.
No, I thought he was on a planet.
No. He was
We saw-
always on this ship.
Thanos' little area in the middle of
Yeah,
space.
That's not really a planet.
That was
That would
something.
be more of
I
a
don't know where
floating
that
rock
is.
somewhere in the
Speaking
universe.
speaking of Thanos, we didn't
Yeah.
see Thanos.
No, we
but
didn't.
We did see some Watchers.
Yes.
Which was kind of interesting.
3 of them.
Yeah. To actually see those guys not doing anything.
Yeah.
But
Well,
watching.
listening to Stan Lee talk.
Yeah, but what was funny, if you listen to what he was saying,
Right.
what Stan Lee was saying,
Yeah.
did you pay attention like what he was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about
When he was a FedEx guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like tying in together that Stan Lee is kind of like this own entity. That sounds terrible.
That does sound horrible.
But Stan Lee's like this entity, and every time he's in a Marvel movie, it's actually canon. Maybe he's
I'm
gonna be.
just gonna mute Byron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't need to
we'll
hear
do
him
it.
anyway.
Do we want to? You want to try changing out the cable?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You want to share mics?
I mean, we did have
Do it,
other
do it.
cables on there.
Yeah, we do.
Somebody made us change them.
What was that?
Because these cables were fine up until whenever.
Special cables.
You want get another cable? We'll swap it out. Unplug it from there. But I didn't plug this one in originally, so I don't know who did this one.
I didn't do anything.
Maybe you just need to sit back from the microphone and stop breathing on it. He's like,
Use a cat.
Whatever, man.
yeah,
cat
he's,
one.
he's taking that Black Panther
Is it
shirt a
long
little
enough?
bit
Yeah,
too
it's
serious.
long enough. Yeah, it's got to be long enough.
We'll keep keep talking, man. We got time.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Well,
episode of Garbage of
A B C D E F G.
Is that
We're
Jacob?
streaming, so I'm
So hey, how's everybody doing out there?
We're good. How are you?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, you're talking to the
I
people
was
out
talking
there?
to the people listening. How you guys doing? Are you having a good night? Good. I'm glad.
You
I
good?
don't know what else to say.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we get static. If we do, then it might be the mic. No,
Which is no good.
Sounds pretty good. All right.
Yep, it was the cable.
So you want to finish up Guardians?
Guardians,
so we
yeah.
can move on?
I don't think any. I mean, there was quite a few.
Well, you have Adam Warlock coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's quite a few after
Yeah.
credit scenes, but none of them were really, except for the Adam Warlock thing. Was
Now, what's the thing with Adam Warlock? I don't know his base
well,
story.
they're gonna change it
Oh, are they?
because the girl that said that she created him, she was actually the female version of Adam Warlock, Aisha.
Right.
So they're gonna have to change it, but I mean they gotta have him for Infinity Wars unless they're gonna change.
No, he's not going to be in it.
Yeah, they're gonna change a lot of stuff because he has a soul gem, just
Right.
like how Vision has
They gave it a
the
Vision.
gem
Mhm.
on his
Yeah.
forehead. Yeah, Adam Warlock has the soul gem. So yeah, Vision has it. So I don't know if Vision's gonna step in
Mm.
and kind of take that place.
No, well,
I
no.
don't really know.
Who? We can already find out where the Soul Gem is in the Thor Ragnarok. So I guess that's going to be
How do you know?
Soul gem.
yeah, that's the Soul Gem.
Oh yeah, it's in Heimdall.
Yeah,
Yeah, Heimdall
So
has
Heimdall's
that,
going to take that.
That's the theory that Heimdall has it.
It is. That's the last one. It's the only movie that's going to be in is that one.
Not necessarily.
No, it is. It's
Uh-huh.
already been said, man. Hey,
Could be in Spider-Man.
Could be.
it's not going to be in Spider-Man.
Before Infinity Wars isn't. What else is before Infinity Wars?
Well, Infinity Wars doesn't come out till next year, right?
Yeah.
The last movie before is Black Panther.
Right.
Okay.
So
It's
it could be in
probably
Black Panther.
No.
Sure.
Probably
it could.
not gonna be in that.
Could have,
It could
Could
be,
be.
but
Could be.
more likely it's gonna be Thor
They
Ragnarok.
already said it was going to be a Thor Ragnarok.
Who said that?
That was oh man, look it up.
I'm not
You know
believing
what? Here it
you.
is.
You know,
Oh, he's gonna look it up. But you know the theory behind Heimdall
I'm not.
having the soul gem.
just so you can see through all those different things without actually looking or something.
Well, he says he doesn't see people;
Right.
he sees souls.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and then that one dream that Thor had when he saw Heimdall didn't have any eyes. He just had
Right,
like
right.
whites in his eyes.
Oh, right.
So that's the theory.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
Guardians, it
Guardians.
was good. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
I don't think it was as fun and as good as the first one, but
I saw it twice.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you saw was twice.
I didn't get a chance to see it any more times.
Man,
I know.
I'd have just spent the
know.
whole day
I know.
if I was you with that ticket.
I know. I would have. Believe me, I would have. But
I'd have spent the night.
I was
like,
getting ready to ask if that's the one he had a ticket for.
Yeah.
I did, and I was like, I had the ticket. I went out to my folks to see it, and they have
So just explain real quick what we're talking about. That ticket.
No, they can go back and look at previous episodes and check.
No,
that out.
let's hear it out, man. Come on, man.
No.
They don't know. Give the viewers
They do
the
know.
picture,
It's,
man.
it's an infinity ticket, right? You can go as much as you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you know.
There you go.
And how much was it?
So I went to Regal Cinema out with my folks because the closest one's about an hour away from here.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, Cary.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
so I was expecting the ticket taker not to know what the heck that thing was, and no problem, whatever.
He knew what it was.
She knew what exactly what
She
it
was like, whatever.
It's probably pretentious.
Yeah. Go.
Loser.
Probably some other people had it then too.
I'm pretty
In that
sure.
area, in
Yeah.
in the
Oh, I'm
Asheville
pretty
area?
sure in
Yeah.
Cary. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Cary.
Where were you at?
Asheville area.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow, my mind jet.com moment, boom, blew my mind.
Why?
I would never think that people there
What?
would
Why?
What does
would
that
buy
mean?
that ticket.
I know. What are you
What does
trying to
that
say?
mean?
What are you saying?
No, I'm not.
What are you
No,
what are
I'm
you
just saying,
intimating?
I just
All right,
I would think Cary.
What are you trying to
yeah,
get at?
There's more geeks in Cary. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. There's some huge conventions out in Asheville.
I mean, but I think Star Wars. I think Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, yeah, watch it.
Yeah,
there,
I
buddy.
think Guardians of the Galaxy is a little bit above just geeks anymore. It's more of a just an
Family,
action,
yeah.
family.
Oh.
Not family.
Well, you
more of
can't,
an act.
you can't bring a family to it?
No, more of an action. I'm not taking my kids to see that movie.
There was some bad language in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're not hearing it in school.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one to supply it with it
Well,
and sit there and laugh
My kids
about
were
some
older.
of that stuff.
I'm bringing my infant to Deadpool. That's what I'm doing.
There were some babies at Deadpool.
I know.
Yeah, I saw a lot of children in Deadpool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of parents didn't know.
All
honestly.
right.
Oh, that big
Hey.
rated R symbol.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
rated
but
R.
you
Doesn't
say
tell you.
that, but I mean, a lot of people know. I mean, they don't really pay attention to that. a lot of
Deadpool?
times.
That's they're,
Really?
their
It
fault.
said rated
Yes.
R.
Yes, there's people that don't pay
Come
attention to ratings on movies.
All right, let's finish Guardian so we can move on.
Yeah.
'cause this-
We're
I
done with
think we're
Guardians.
done with
We said
Guardians.
it was good.
All right, let's
Not
not-
as
what's
good as
next?
the first.
So next is we're going on to Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
You know,
Why
it's
does everybody do that? They just have to.
well, the funny thing is I saw a little animated GIF of Gal Gadot and
Who?
Gal Gadot.
How do you say that?
Gadot. She
Sean
Resident
Connery.
expert.
where she did the twirl.
Gal Gadot.
Where she did the twirl, the Wonder Woman twirl.
Yeah.
It was just kind of funny. So, but it made just in its opening weekend internationally like 400, something like that.
$400?
400,000, 400 million.
400,000.
400,000. Not enough.
See, your comment was so ridiculous. It just
Whoever-
made me fumble.
$400,000.
He brought out the notes.
Yeah, because this is my time.
Oh, is this your
Okay,
time?
yeah. I
You
was
wanna
working
talk
on
about it?
I was working on a segment. Since we only on here once a month,
Yeah.
and I'm an angry black man.
Right.
There's like a couple of things that I like
Okay.
with that, since the last podcast, and
Sure.
there's a couple things I don't like. So Wonder Woman was one of the things that I did like.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were talking about you didn't like from the last podcast we did.
No, not
Oh.
not that. It's just
Right.
like my life and time since the last podcast.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
one thing that
gotcha.
I liked and one thing I.
So what's the
didn't
name of the segment? The segment's called?
like. Days in the life of an angry black man. I'm gonna get something better than that, but that's all I got.
No, that's fine, man.
Why does it
That's
sound
all
like a soap opera?
You just
It
said
is. That's what it's supposed to. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
supposed to
So
sound
now
like
we're
a soap
moving on
opera.
to the segment.
Of days in the lives live of an angry black man. I
All
can't
right,
get
here we
this
go.
right.
Stop
Come on, look at
saying
that.
that. Just say it.
Okay. All right. We moving on. You got it.
To the east side?
I got a segment too, okay? So just say your segment and don't say anything after it. Own that. This is what I named it. Own it.
All right. Whatever, man. Okay. So anyway, Wonder Woman is one of the things that I did like. Now I wanted to talk about what I liked and what I didn't like about the movie. So let me get past my little pop stuff that I was pissed off about. We'll get to that later. All right.
Talking about Funko Pops, like this guy right here. Where's the camera?
Which one are we on? That one or this one?
We're on that one.
That one.
We're on that one.
All right. So Wonder Woman, what I liked.
And this.
The visual effects, and of course the main actress. Like,
What's not to like?
yeah, okay. Story seemed like I've seen it before. That was one thing that I said, that I thought.
Captain
reason-
America.
Bingo. That's exactly what
Mhm.
I thought. I was like, man, it just had that Captain America feel.
That gritty, grimy, like everything was gray.
Plus World War
Yeah,
One.
war was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she
So-
comes out in red, white, and blue. He had red, white, and blue.
yeah. It just seemed like familiar.
Shield. He had a shield.
Yeah.
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 a lot of
He was a
lot of similarities.
superhero. He's a
He's a superhero.
superhero.
No, not the
And
similarities.
there was a spy.
I mean, it was a lot of
involved.
similarities.
There were similarities. They weren't the same, but there were some
Yeah, it was
similarities.
similarities. All right,
There were
and
humans
one
in
another
it.
thing that
Like
I
they were in that
thought,
little pit fighting.
Yeah.
When
one thing
she went
I
over
did
to
like,
church. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
was I took my girls, my older girls, they liked it. We went to go see like the midnight movie, so I can do my midnight movie madness tour thing. So
Summer Midnight Movie Madness Tour.
there
Get
you
it
go.
right, man.
All right,
It's
man.
your
Whatever,
stuff,
man.
Get
Stop.
it right.
Okay. So anyway, I would say this. It was nice to see a superhero movie with a woman leading. It was kind of cool to see that.
Super heroine movie.
Yeah,
Not a superhero. It's
Heroine.
Heroine.
no superhero. It's,
Heroine.
I don't want to get angry. It's superhero. It's superhero and actor.
All right, whatever.
and
So
through.
it was good
There's
to see.
actresses.
Okay,
No.
some diversity. Okay,
Actors.
guys.
No
Hey,
actresses?
hey, guys, it's my time. Okay, like to see some diversity in the superhero universe. It was kind of cool to see that. All right, what I didn't like. All right, I thought she was just too OP.
Overpowered.
Yes,
Okay.
that was my biggest
You,
deal.
what you're saying is she was too strong.
One example I will give.
Yeah.
Okay, so she jumped up when there was a sniper. Did you see it, Moonlight? You see? Okay, so There's
The
a sniper
Spo-
shooting
Hold on.
in the village.
There will be spoilers probably.
Yeah,
in
sorry,
this.
spoiler
So
alert.
if you're not,
There's
if
nothing
you
really.
don't.
Well, yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
We're probably going to end up talking spoilers, even if we don't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen it, you don't want to hear spoilers, you've been warned. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
spoiler alert. Anyway, so in the movie, she's in a village, and there's a sniper.
Trying to reenact.
She's trying to knock I guess she's in charge of getting rid of the sniper. So she jumps up, flies into a bell tower like a tank, blows the entire top of the bell tower off. Okay. All right, that was just incredible. I was like, wow, I didn't know she was that
What
strong.
did she do?
It bothered me she wasn't dirty after that.
No,
Well,
she
she
wasn't.
was
She wasn't.
pristine
Yeah.
condition,
Yeah,
no
she
cuts
was.
or bruises.
Yeah.
But what did
Nothing.
she do? Like how
I don't know.
How
It,
do you
it just
fly into
exploded.
something
Like,
to make
soon
it
as
explode?
Yeah, she was like a tank, man. She just rammed that thing, man.
Yeah. And the whole thing just collapsed. It looked like a tank round hit it.
Yeah, another thing, she could fly. That just blew me away. Like, why do we have Superman in the DCU? Or why do we need him? Because Wonder Woman can clearly do this job without Superman. We don't need Superman anymore.
When did she fly?
At the end.
At the end, dude,
Yeah.
you
That was
see
a leap.
No,
that is
was
not
not.
a
She
leap.
was
That is
flying.
a fly.
Yeah.
You
She was
cannot
flying.
slow down leaping. She was flying.
She was flying, dude.
Wonder Woman can fly though.
Yes.
She can fly.
Some Wonder Women, I don't know.
Some Wonder Women.
I mean, didn't they have some that just jumped? I mean, I don't think.
I
she
think
flew
it
all the
depends
way.
on the air.
It's kind of inconsistent, yeah.
Because the invisible jet.
Yeah, she had a plane. One of them had a plane. Super Friends, she had a plane.
Thanos had
You
a
know,
helicopter.
I was thinking about that during the movie last night. If they
He
go to
used to have a
Justice League,
helicopter.
how are they gonna bring in an invisible plane? How are they gonna How are they gonna introduce that?
Well, okay, this invisible plane thing. Where did you see that at?
I've only seen
Super
it in
Friends.
Super Friends.
Man,
Yeah.
that's not canon, man. That 1970s garbage cartoon. Okay,
Hey, man,
it was
watch
classic.
yourself.
It was
Yeah.
classic.
It's classic, but it does not hold up well at all, man.
Nobody said it holds up, but it is.
Well,
it
this
is
It's not canon.
This is my problem. Okay, so we got Wonder Woman, and you look at the trailers for Justice League, and you see like Aquaman. You see all these guys.
It's a beast.
They're just way too overpowerful. So immediately you have to go with the first villain. It got to be the top-notch guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't put anybody in there that's lower than that guy because how are they going to fight him
Yeah,
unless you
Marvel doesn't have anybody that's even close to like the only people that's close to that I would say is probably Vision. Vision's probably the only one close to being like Superman level. But I mean, even he got handled by Scarlet Witch pretty easily, and maybe Thor.
What
I mean,
about Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, the Hulk is, but they don't show him
Strength.
like that.
Well, he can't like shoot lasers and junk out of his eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
As far as like total arsenal and
I
like
got you. Yeah.
crossover.
Like-
What I guess wouldn't Nova be?
The Nova's not even. He doesn't even exist.
Oh,
Actually,
you're
it would
talking
be,
only like the
actually
cinematic
the
movie?
strongest character would be Doctor Strange.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by far.
Oh, in the MCU.
In the MCU, yeah, it should be. we know that.
Whatever, man.
Byron likes spoilers,
Let's save that shit.
but
yeah, sure.
having everybody like
I was testing it.
like godlike power, yeah. But that's always been DC's kind of downfall. Most
Yeah.
of their people have been
Yeah, so
gods.
Right.
I mean,
Besides Batman,
so Justice League. I'm just trying to think. Like, is this even going to be an interesting movie?
yeah,
I
I
mean-
think it would be.
Who's the main villain?
I don't know.
I think
Is this going to be a bunch of parademons? And
We
that's
saw
it?
parademons, yeah.
there was a lot of rumors and stuff.
Yeah, we have, I don't know. They've been keeping that under wraps pretty good.
As a non comic book geeky person, that may not know. I mean, I won't even. I'll confess that I don't know. a lot
Yeah, I don't really know a lot about
I don't like
DC.
DC. I don't know
What-
DC, so I don't.
What did you think, Justin?
About the movie,
Yeah.
the movie was just okay to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't super excited or impressed about it. It was just an average movie. It just seemed like
It was pretty much as entertaining.
Something to watch.
yeah, it was just okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I watched it because my wife was like, "Hey, let's go watch Wonder Woman." I was like, "Okay."
So, let me ask you this question: do you think that's so far is that the best DC movie?
That's an irrelevant question, man.
You don't think so?
I mean, it doesn't really matter because they're all bad. I mean,
Ah,
that's
come
like,
on, man. Like,
Yeah,
that was not that bad.
It was. I would rather watch that than Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Yes. Now see, come on, there we go.
I
There
don't-
we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
So-
think there's a lot of people that would argue against that though.
So we can. So we're agreeing
know,
that that's the best one so far.
sure. I guess
Dep-
it's better than Suicide Squad held that title by default. That wasn't a great movie.
I enjoyed Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
but I'm not big into the comic book side of it either.
Yeah.
So it was just a cool.
You
movie.
know, I just wanted it to be a good movie, even if I didn't know that stuff. I could tell that Suicide Squad was just not a good movie to me. I still
It wasn't good. It was
No.
better than Batman vs Superman.
by
so,
far.
I mean, that was the best DC movie for a while.
Mm.
And what was better than that?
DC?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Batman Returns.
Are we including those
I don't know,
Batman?
are we?
We can't
Why not?
because they're not part of the DCU, man.
It's a different Batman,
I would like them to be because then I would say Dark Knight would be the best movie.
different Alfred, different everybody.
Different
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, Dark Knight would by far be the best one.
So that leads me to, is the Batfleck movie ever going to get released?
Batfleck?
I thought he say he didn't want to play that character anymore.
Well, I don't know what was behind it, but there was a lot of problems. Like the director left. I think they were having problems with the writers, so they got different writers. And because Ben Affleck and the director, I think, wanted control of the script, and the movie studio was like most other movie studios, we want control.
I just don't
So,
get it, man. Batman is so, but there's good Batman movies, but
Mm.
it's so easy to make a good Batman movie.
Today's day and age, yeah.
Yeah,
You would
I
think
mean,
that would be somewhat brainless.
I know, because it's not like you don't have to go do some crazy outlandish villain that people might not, they try to make things more like believable. Batman's already dark and gritty,
Right.
so it's kind of like it's easy to make. But something like Superman would probably be a little bit harder to bring it down to terms where people would care about it, because he's like a god.
Right.
It's like who really is gonna care? He's got one weakness, and if people don't know how to exploit that, then
Well, he's got more than one weakness, really.
what?
If you take him away from the yellow sun, his powers
yeah.
are less effective.
I guess.
And
How are you
apparently, human life is no longer a weakness for him, because if Superman or Man of Steel was any indication,
Well,
he
we got
doesn't care about
14
it
views. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that. 14 people.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How'd y'all like Wonder Woman? I thought it was okay.
I thought it was
You
mediocre.
know, I did have the problems that I did have with it. The villains. It's always the villains. I don't know. Is there like something in contracts where they have to say, all right, we got to kill this villain? I mean, Ares is a pretty big villain in
Right.
DC, and for him to show up the last 5 minutes of the movie and then get killed, it's just like, wow, okay, well, we're going that
here
route.
lies the problem. So Wonder Woman gets a second movie because you know it's going to get a second
What are
movie.
they gonna do with
Well,
Ares?
Who's the villain?
Patty Jenkins hasn't signed on yet.
Well, they're going to do a second Wonder Woman movie. Come on, man. It's
Alright.
making way
I'm
too
not
much
saying
money.
no. I'm just letting you know that.
It's making way too much money for them not to do it. I mean,
You'd be. I mean, this is Warner Brothers.
look, right now that's the most successful film that they have in their DCU. So I would assume, and I'm assuming, they're going to make another movie.
Well, you know what this is.
So
Say
yeah,
about
whatever.
Sony.
We don't care about that. So
Okay.
with that being said, they're making another movie. The problem is who's going to be the villain for her. You killed her arch nemesis.
I don't know.
Aries.
It's gonna
Ares.
be
Ares again.
Yes,
Ares.
he's back.
Well, I mean,
Can't really kill him. He's a god. So
I mean, well, Zeus didn't kill him in the movie. Spoiler, sorry, but so I mean,
maybe it'll be another. Yeah, maybe it could be Ares again. Why not? And this time he actually does stuff as Ares, and not some old
Harry Potter guy.
with a broke leg the whole movie. Yeah. Another thing, CGI I noticed is starting to come back a lot. Like a lot of there was a lot of CGI in that film when you're just like, wow, okay, that is not a person. Like it's crazy. It's 2017. We're still not there, as far as like making a human look realistic.
I saw it. I saw it on a fairly mediocre movie screen,
Mm-hmm.
and in 3D. So it did take a bit away from it.
Yeah.
But those CGI scenes, I was just like with the lasso of truth.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, they couldn't do a better. It looked animated
Yeah.
rather than CGI.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it looked like a Disney princess.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's a
thing.
minor gripe, but sometimes it does kind of take you out of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
what is that, man? It's like a video game.
Right.
Just popped up.
But luckily, they didn't have that a whole lot in the movie.
Nah, it
So,
wasn't. But
the fight scenes were decent.
yeah, the fight scenes. There was a while where we used to have those slow motion like all the time, and I think they got overplayed, so movies stopped doing them.
Yeah.
But then to kind of see it again, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I see why we used to love this stuff, man.
The only problem that I had with any of the fight scenes was that sound effect. That
Yeah.
sound effect. I was like, that's
Yeah.
so cliche. Stop it.
Bullet
You don't
time.
need
You
it.
got to slow down the sound effect too.
No, you don't.
Yes, you
No,
do.
no, you
how
don't.
are you going to keep the
No.
sound effect the same sound? It's like, psh. Like,
No, but you don't need the sound effect like that at
So it's
all.
just gonna be
You
quiet?
don't need that. No, you don't need that. You don't. Make the music louder.
yeah, I don't know.
No,
man.
I think
they did
wouldn't-
it perfectly.
Yeah,
man.
if you don't have the sound, it's not gonna.
It's gonna look weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound weird.
It took me out when I heard it because I was like, this
I like
is just.
I like how it slowed
Two.
down and then sped up and then slowed down again and then
okay.
sped up.
We need to wrap this up.
What?
We need to wrap this segment part up.
Why?
Sorry.
Why?
Is that your
timer.
timer?
Your 15 minutes is
Yeah,
up.
15 minutes is up.
Well, I mean, when did you start it though? Because Matt
Start
I thought
at
we
the
was
beginning.
on
Go ahead.
that.
Just keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
All right, I'm done.
Now
I'm
you're
nervous
done.
now. Like, I mean, to wrap this up. Okay.
Okay. I mean, the time frames are flexible. It's just that so we don't spend like 3 hours talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
We were
saying.
getting
I think
there on that.
I think we'll be good this time because we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, if anybody else out there, the 14 people out here in Facebook Live, if you guys want to chime in, leave your comment,
Or
we'll
not.
shout you out or not. But
It's up to you.
we're moving on to the next.
Yeah, we appreciate any type of feedback.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for
See
listening.
how everybody else liked Wonder Woman. I mean, it's a pretty big movie, I think. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you can go with Wonder Woman except if you like maybe pull from the TV show.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. No.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been in comics for 60-something years, man.
Right.
They got plenty of stories from Wonder Woman.
Okay.
They can.
So we
figure
we
something
just
else
don't
out.
know who they'd be fighting. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know
No.
because we're not DC people. I'm sure
Right.
there's probably some DC people out there like, oh, these guys are idiots. They got blah 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 blah.
Okay,
blah, blah.
then
Yeah.
tell us.
I don't
mean,
know.
yeah, if
Educate
I
us.
don't know because I don't.
Yeah.
I was never a DC guy.
If there's
so.
any DC fans out there, chime in, man. Yeah, because I definitely don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have something?
Yeah.
Is it somebody say something like that?
Kevin,
Oh, that's my buddy.
that's your buddy. Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it was nice to see you live, man.
Okay, cool.
What's up, Kevin?
Okay.
Shout out, Kevin. Thanks for watching us.
All right. So, all right. So
Is that all you had?
Yeah. Did you
That
have
was
anything
my one. Oh, you want me to keep going?
Yeah, it's on you, man.
Okay, no problem. Moving right along.
I mean, your 15 minutes is up, but
no, that was
keep
just for
going.
that. That wasn't for.
That was
both
kind
of
of
them.
because Matt had said it, and then it kind of went in.
We were talking about
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And just kind
Right.
of shifted off.
Yeah.
All right. So,
But I want to talk about something else.
all right.
No, go ahead.
So my thing that
Oh, here
ticked
we
me
go.
off. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. Yes, we're
I've
we're
got to
going
start
there.
me review.
That's right. I'm gonna start with you.
Yarg.
Okay, so
You want to put Blade on your shoulder?
no.
Like
So
Parrot?
This is the example.
I got
of a good
into
pop.
collecting pops. My buddy over here, Captain, and my buddy over here, Matt, they kind of introduced the Funko Pops to me. Kind of liked them, got into it. Was trying to, I collect some Marvel stuff and then some other stuff. But actually, Captain turned me onto this service called Pop in the Box. It's supposed to be like a monthly subscription, Funko Pop.
I apologize for that. by the
Yeah,
way.
thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Actually,
on
he
you
was
after
my
that.
guinea pig because I was gonna do it, and I was like, I don't want to
That's
spend
messed
that
up.
money.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, check this out real quick.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm assuming we're not going to look for sponsorship or anything.
No.
Okay.
no. So I mean, originally you got me
Not
on
anymore.
to the Marvel Collector's Court.
Right.
That one was decent.
Yeah, that's
I like
a good
I
box.
like that
Comes
one.
with
It's like
t-shirt,
25 bucks.
and some-
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on if you like the theme of what's
Yeah,
comes in.
but the thing with them is they were so like connected to the movies. Like there's so many other characters they could do that they were coming back around to like Guardians, and
Right.
I already had Guardian stuff, so I'm like,
Sure,
yo,
yeah.
do some other characters. But
Well, they do some interesting stuff
Yeah.
with that.
Well,
Anyway,
yeah.
anyway.
It's
Anyway,
still good,
you're,
yeah.
you're digressing on my time. This is my time.
I'm sorry.
Okay, my time.
I
You
did
get-
like
you talk
Marvel
about it.
Collector's Court. Go ahead, man.
I liked it too. Anyway, so
You can back off the mic.
So
a little bit.
Captain told me
There you
about
go.
this service. So I checked it out. They had like a
that's
monthly subscription, and You can get like I guess they had like 4 different categories. You can get 1 pop a month for like $9.99.
Crap, and more crap.
3 pops for $8.66 per pop.
Wait, who is this?
So it ended up being like 3 pops for like $24 basically.
What service was this?
It's called Pop in the Box.
Pop in a Box.
Yeah.
Okay. They're out of the UK, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're based out of the UK. Yep,
Okay.
based out of the UK. So anyway,
Oh yeah, you asked me about them, and I was just like,
yeah.
I don't know.
So I got it.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
So for 3 months I had it.
Right.
All right. So.
So you
first
have
month,
3 of these.
I got 3. Yeah.
Three deliveries.
Three deliveries.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how jacked up
Okay.
they were.
Okay. Go ahead.
I only got
I'll just-
3 pops twice. So 1 month I only got 1 pop, even though I was supposed to be getting 3 pops.
Wow. So they gypped you on 2.
Well, they didn't charge me. They just charged me for 1.
Okay.
So I guess it evened out. Whatever. That's not what I wanted because I wanted my 3 damn pops.
Well, tough.
Was it? Did you just get 1 on the first order, or was it just a random one out of the 3?
Well, I'll get to that. What happened was the first time I
You
ordered
see
it.
what happened was
The first time I ordered, the way the service explained, you're supposed to get random pops.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be 3 random pops, but they have a large category, so you can kind of pick the ones that you don't want. You know, you tell them what you already have, so you don't get any duplicates. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great service. So I went in there thinking that I was setting up my options right, but I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't choose it right because I was going and picking individual pops, but there's categories. So when I picked the individual pops, I didn't save my settings, so I just got these random pops that for stuff that I have no idea. Like I ended up getting
You got the ones that have been on the shelf for like 3 years.
probably
that-
so.
right,
Yeah, that they couldn't get rid of. So I got this pop for the television show Hannibal. I don't watch it. Don't Jack Crawford. Don't even know who he is.
I watched the show. It's
Do
not
you
bad.
watch? You want Jack Crawford?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So
Who
wait,
is Jack
wait,
Crawford?
Have no idea.
Do you know that?
Well,
do you know the
hold on.
actor?
Jack
So
Crawford?
with all of what he said,
Yeah.
he's blaming himself, and he's saying that what he got was garbage, even though he didn't configure the service
I'm
right.
not done with my,
Okay, all right, all
complaint
right.
yet.
Okay,
You
sorry.
just let
Well,
me
he
finish.
was
sorry.
supposed to get 3, and
Yeah.
he only got 1.
Okay.
Okay,
So
all
so
I heard
got
was
these, I got
didn't
these. And then
choose
I got
things
this
right.
one Thresh. I don't even know who that is.
They're
League
from
of
a
Legends.
video
The
game.
League of
League
Legends.
is a
Don't know.
video game.
Don't know.
Isn't that
It's a popular video game.
Isn't that a mobile game?
Yeah, a mobile game.
Yeah,
Yeah, League of Legends.
popular.
Wow.
Okay. So
Yeah, it is.
the first order was my fault.
You do realize that it's like a multi-million-dollar industry.
Yeah.
right?
Hey man, I'm not trying
Okay,
to
I'm
trash
just saying.
anybody.
Hey,
that
you
plays
know,
it. I have no idea. So
Okay.
I went back,
Okay.
educated myself on the website again,
Yeah.
went back and unchecked those categories like I
Right.
was supposed to. Second month comes around,
Yeah.
I get 1 pop. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I checked my account. They only charged me like $12. So it's only supposed to be like $8.66.
Mhm.
So they charged me $12. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So I'm only
Shipping and handling.
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm only getting 1
I've
pop.
been handling it.
Whatever. So I'm only getting 1 pop. All right. So I reach out to them.
Right.
It takes them 2 weeks to reach back out to me to tell me, okay, yeah, send
Well,
us
they're
the information.
they're over the pond. It's going to
Really?
take a while for
Really?
The internet?
Really?
Yeah. Okay. It's not telephone or snail mail, Matt. Okay.
Telephone? They should be able to
Ring,
do
ring,
that.
ring.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 weeks they get back to me. I send them the pictures of it in my account where they charge me, and I take a picture of the pops I got, or the pop I got and I didn't get. So they reach back out. Week later after that, says, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to send those out to you. So I waited a whole nother almost into the 3rd month where I got the other 2 pops. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to cancel this service. The last month I got 3 pops, but I was already done at that point because they couldn't get back to me quick enough to say, hey man, let's try to fix this problem. I'm like, hey, look, just work with me. Tell me if you can send these to me or I can't get them, and I just got nothing back. So I was frustrated, and I'm never going to use them again. Hey,
Ever.
there's probably
Ever.
people.
Never, ever.
There's probably
That's
people
it.
out here
They're
that
dead
probably
to me.
had a good experience with it. So I'm not trying to bash them. But
I think
it's my
it
experience.
just depends. If you just like collecting pops, then it's probably good. But if there's like a specific type of pops that you want, like you want mostly like Marvel and DC stuff, it's probably not all that great.
Well, the blind boxes. Well, you have to understand with the blind boxes like these, it's more or less a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gambling with the options that are available.
I don't-
It shouldn't be.
Well, you know, I don't mind. Like if I select the categories, I don't mind it being a gamble.
Right.
I'm all right with that. I was cool with the randomness, but
Right.
the way they explain how to, say you want this category or not this category, because like the television, man, it was like all over the place. Video games was all over the place. There's just stuff games I don't play, I don't know anything about, and I don't want those pops. But there was pops inside of that category that I like. But you can't go in there and select those individual pops. You either have to take the whole category or...
I said what you probably could have done is the ones that you did not want, just tell them that you already have them, so they won't send them to you. But then you'd have to go through that whole...
Man, do you know how many pops they
had?
had,
To go through that whole list.
Man, that movie category, man, there were like
Yeah.
thousands of pops in there. Like, you would have been there like day and night seeing you had those already.
Saying which ones you
What they
want.
probably saw was this guy sent us an email. We possibly made a mistake, but he doesn't know how to work our service, so he may not know the difference anyway.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so no more pop in the box for me.
All right.
So if anybody collects out there and know of another service, I'm willing to try another one. I was done with Marvel because I didn't like the Marvel Collector's Court was okay, but like I didn't want T-shirts because the T-shirts they gave us, man, those things you wash them a couple times, they're like belly shirts.
It wasn't for T-shirts, man.
Yeah,
it was for
it was
the,
over.
It was
It was
for
over
those
after that.
exclusive pops. They had exclusive pops, and that's basically what people wanted them for.
So
Yeah,
why
but
why
you
are they
can't
called
get those.
pops?
Anyway, huh?
Why are they called pops?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's maybe popular, maybe.
Maybe.
Pop culture.
Maybe, pop
Yeah.
culture. Because they have literally everything. Anything that you can think of, any character that you can think
Yeah.
of.
Any genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen stuff
wide.
like, what? They have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw when they had the cereal. Remember,
Oh, they still
Count
have.
Chocolate
Yeah,
and
they still have
Blueberry,
those.
They still have those. They
Yeah,
had
That's pretty cool.
Frankenberry. Yeah, they got those.
They have a
Those
couple
cool.
exclusives of those on their website too.
Mhm.
In the little Dorbs rides thing.
Yeah.
So they have like the fruity mummy thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
those.
One of the-
So what you mentioned earlier, you collect them because they increase in value. So how do you determine? Is it like a whole
Crapshoot.
website?
Well, there is
that's
there is a
value, and
yeah.
then how does it go up or down? Like what dictates
Demand.
that? Fair enough.
what people are willing to pay. That's pretty much what it boils down to.
It's usually the rarity, too. If you
Yeah.
have something that maybe like a misprint on the box or
Mhm.
like something you can only get at San Diego Comic-Con or something like
Yes,
that.
those are the
The-
big ones.
yeah.
That's why I can't wait.
There was also for like Game of Thrones. You had Daenerys Targaryen, where she had a dragon on her arm, and some of the runs are hand painted. So like something like that, it's somebody hand painted.
Mm-hmm.
So and then it varies. Anyway, so this one of Daenerys, there was what it was supposed to be was a red dragon that was on her arm.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few of them went out with a green dragon instead. So that rarity of having the green dragon raises the value because it's not supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a lot of action figures, if they're the wrong head, like we had an action figure of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the card
Mm-hmm.
that it's on is actually a Hoth Stormtrooper card from the factory. We made sure it wasn't like resealed or anything like that. It was like that from the factory. So we have to get it appraised and certified, to make sure, so we can say that this is
Legit.
exactly what it is, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we bought it from the store as. So like things like that could raise value of certain items.
What's the
So
most expensive pop?
I could look it up real quick.
It's a Freddy Funko Pop.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure about
Hundreds
that?
of thousands
Yeah.
of dollars, man.
Yeah.
So just because somebody wants,
Just
I
because
mean, I
somebody wants
understand how value works.
And
but
then,
what
and then
I'm
there's like
saying-
a limited amount too. Like the limited editions, they may only make a certain amount of them, and like there's only so many of them out there. So
I think
They get kinda
everything,
crazy,
pretty
too.
much everything has that. Like anything that's a collectible has that value thing just because of its rarity.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a quarter, because the quarters were misprinted or something like that.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
or
Or a
whatever.
stamp.
Yeah.
You know that infamous airplane stamp was
Yeah,
upside down.
stamps, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I mean I understand
Yeah.
how that works. It's just it seems odd to me that this.
Yeah, like a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Hey man, when they first introduced it to me, and I was like looking. Well, Matt, I think we were at a movie together, and you
Yeah.
showed me your collection, and I was
Mhm.
like, wow. I'm like, I was just starting, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like,
It-
I
Have you
did
seen
not
those in
realize
stores
how much
before?
it cost.
Yeah, I've seen them in the
Yeah,
store, but
they're like everywhere, man. Like every
yeah,
store.
yeah.
there.
I mean, I've seen them
Yeah.
around. It just seems like an odd thing to be
It
popular.
is. It is very odd.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
And I feel kind of weird sometimes when I go in the store. And I
They got the
man,
one I want.
Yes, man. No, this is a true
Like a little
story.
kid.
I freaked out when I saw Luke Cage. I saw Luke Cage up there, and that was in what's that one place?
FYE.
No, it's not in the mall. It's that big used bookstore.
Oh,
place.
Second and Charles.
Yeah, Secondhand Charles. And I was just in there looking around, and I was like, "Is that Luke? Luke?" I was like, "Oh snap!" I like went over there and grabbed it, and I was looking around. People were like, "What's wrong with that?" dude?" It's like Luke Cage. It got Luke Cage. It was the only one they had, and yeah,
Well,
the Netflix Luke Cage.
Does this kid
Oh,
bring
it's
his
the
parents
Netflix,
with
yeah.
him?
Yeah, I know.
So, like my highest value pop is Skeletor. I'm not going to say how much it is, but I got it as a present 3
Like
years ago
Skeletor from the cartoon?
from
Yeah,
the cartoon
from the
from
cartoon.
He-Man.
Yeah.
So, and I got it as a present a couple years ago. Now, what they do is they vault it. So, like they say they aren't.
Oh
gonna make
yeah,
it
they're not
anymore.
gonna make them
But then
anymore.
sometimes what they do is they do a release, but it's
Mhm.
like a different number, so you can tell that.
So
what's the
they pull a
original.
Disney on you.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
So-
like the
Thundercats.
San Diego Comic Con exclusives.
Mhm.
There's some that just the sticker on it
Yeah.
makes it
Makes it
more
more-
Oh, yeah, yeah,
valuable than
Which really sucks because the adhesive on that does dry out.
Yeah.
and it starts falling off.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you'll
Like
do.
I was looking at like Lion-O and
Mhm.
some of the
Flocked ones.
Thundercats. Man, those are ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
I want them because I like Thundercats, but
Thundercats one they're like furry.
yeah,
like
yeah,
they're
That's
flocked.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
Flocked.
cool.
They're,
Well, they have on their website. All right. What, dude? Jeez. God.
he's trying to
So
stay
what?
on it,
Keep
man.
going,
So
sorry,
what?
man.
It's like-
So they have a 3-pack of the Dorbs. So they have Iron Jaw of the villains. Iron Jaw, the Skull Face guy. I can't
We
remember
talking
his
about?
name. For He-Man.
He-Man. Okay.
Yeah. So they have 3 villains, 3 of the minions,
hmm
and they're pretty cool looking. I mean, it's nice, but it's only available from their Funko shop.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of things. They're exclusives.
So what's Funko?
That's the manufacturer.
Okay.
So Pop is the line.
Right.
So there's another line called Dorbs. They
but
recently
it's the same thing.
it looks different from that.
The Dorbs
Okay.
are
Dor-
a little bit smaller.
They kind of look
Yeah.
like a bowling
They're like
pins with heads
smiling.
on
So
them.
Yeah.
it's not a different type of the same thing. It's a whole other brand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the genres and the things tend to run into each other.
Sure.
So like if you have like let's say Stranger Things Pops come out, then usually a couple months later the Dorbs versions will come out.
Is one brand valued higher or better than the other?
Right now the Pops are but only because they've been out longer. So with
Okay.
Dorbs haven't had a chance to be rare yet.
Okay.
So, because I mean once they're made, they're released and they don't get remade.
Okay.
Their
Yeah.
availability
People are kind of
goes
on
down.
to them already.
Yeah.
Whereas where Pops came out, there was kind of a new thing. You
Mhm.
don't really know, like, oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be big.
Right.
It's a stupid bobblehead, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, shout out to Mario, man.
Mario's
on.
watching.
what,
Yeah.
Mario?
Mario.
Super Mario.
It's a him.
It's
Mario.
a me.
No, it's a him.
It's a him. Mario. Mamma mia.
So, yeah, Mario, you could have been here too. See, McLean hates it when I say Mario.
What?
Mario.
Mario. Yeah, you do say Mario.
Oh, Mario.
I heard.
Mario.
I,
Super
appar-
Mario.
Apparently,
Brothers.
that's a Northeast thing, because other Northeasterners say that.
They say Mario.
Mario. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't.
Well, we were talking about pops. This
Pops.
is my pop.
That's his
Blade.
pop.
This is my
Blade.
pop of the month. Blade. I'm gonna
Your
start.
pop of the month. You
Yeah,
gonna
my
bring in a
pop of the month, man. I'm gonna start doing that.
Till my Iceman shows up in a couple days.
That's not gonna be my pop of the month.
Yeah, but
because I'm
the
not getting
Iceman?
Iceman.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you didn't see the Iceman that came out?
There's
Yeah.
some really cool looking ones,
I'm
man.
about to show it to you, man.
Yeah,
I can't
sure.
wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see
That's the one thing, and it's purely a licensing thing with the
Bobbleheads, yeah. I
was just
read
like-
about that the other day, and I was like, that's kind of crazy, man.
Because when I first started getting into pop, I was like, where's the regular version?
The regular version.
Like
Oh.
for Star Wars or Marvel, because I didn't want a bobblehead.
Star Wars is bobblehead too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh really? I just thought it was Marvel.
vinyl bobblehead.
Oh
Yeah.
okay.
They're all
Funko
bobblehead.
cannot make
No, I don't
regular action figures.
I don't, oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's like Mattel has exclusive to
Mhm. I don't know who has it,
or
but
whoever.
yeah,
made
whoever has it, they can't make action figures. So
Yeah.
like, it's not an action figure. This is a
it.
bobblehead.
bobblehead.
But yeah, the other ones, they're not bobbleheads, like DC's. Yeah, I got a couple DC ones, and I was like, what? These aren't bobbleheads.
Well, I think there's only like 2 DCs that are actually bobbleheads. One's
Mhm.
Batman. I don't know what the other one is.
Now that Batman you have, isn't that
That's a
the
figure.
bobblehead?
No,
It's not.
the Iron Suit Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's one of
No.
them.
The only bobblehead Batman that there was like years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about pops. Okay. Was that all you had, man, about that pop service?
He's showing me.
Yeah, that's all I got. I was gonna show Matt my.
And that concludes me review.
So we done with a day in the life of angry black man, or what was it? I'm
Do we
sorry.
need some outro music?
Yeah, that's it for this month. I don't know if this is gonna stay. I'm just trying something new for this
Yeah.
month.
And you had that thing. You had that streaming jewels of the month too. That only lasted 1 month, but you know.
There
Well,
it goes.
they're very limited. They're very limited discussions.
Well,
on
you know
this.
what?
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
That's gonna be tough to get.
I already got it. It's coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yeah,
Iceman.
Iceman.
Yeah, it looks.
That
Yeah, it
Iceman
looks,
is tight.
looks
That
pretty cool.
Iceman is
All right, I better order that before it becomes.
Yeah,
I haven't. I mean, I've really slowed down on getting.
Yeah, I have too. Like I said
It's just
before.
gotten nuts.
Actually, my wife got me that one, but
Yeah.
before that, I can't remember the last one that I got.
All right,
I think it was around Christmas.
we have to do new. No, we have to do new topic, or else your phone's gonna explode.
One more. Okay,
Yeah,
look.
no topic.
This is the last thing I wanted to bring up that I was
I'm gonna
angry
start
about
mute 'em
last
from here.
month.
Okay.
You know, there's one show that came on
He's gonna
Netflix.
be
that
angry
I
again
really
right
liked.
now.
It's Sense8. It's going away.
Yes,
Pretty bummed.
it was
out about
canceled.
it. Yeah, I'm bummed out about it. It kind of picked up at the end,
Yeah,
and then it got interesting at
Right.
the end,
Yeah,
and then
it
you're
did.
like, oh, this is it. So we're never gonna know what happened.
Right.
After this, so
It's Netflix though,
I'm
right?
just gonna assume they
Yeah.
killed him.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna see.
And Netflix did release a letter to the fans, and it's like we just can't continue this show.
I mean, it's just a TV show. You don't
Right.
need a letter. You just say we're not gonna do it. It's
And
cool.
people
No,
be
well,
invested,
some, but
man.
apparently some people needed to know.
I mean,
people,
it was interesting.
because what was going
Because
on.
people needed
No,
to.
it wasn't.
yeah.
It wasn't that. But you know what community that got pissed about that?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
can
got
see.
pissed.
Yeah.
Like, so they had to write that letter. 'Cause
Right.
they're like, hey, that's the only thing that's probably what they watch anyway.
Right,
So.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm not saying they, but you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
are.
did- he
You
did
said
say
that.
that.
You said that.
So if you want to write your angry letters, it's to the angry black man.
The
Right.
Black Hulk.
Black-
right here.
The Black Hulk.
Angry Black Man, man.
It's
That's
already
where I
a
got the
Black Hulk.
Angry Man from.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm officially done. For
All right.
the
I
night.
do have one TV topic that nobody mentioned. I was actually kind of surprised. American Gods.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
You
I,
have-
I tried to watch it. I
Right.
watched like the first episode, and
Right.
I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Is anybody out
I
there?
missed the first two. I wanted to watch it, but I
Facebook Live
missed the
when
first
watching it?
couple, and then I couldn't get to where they're at to
Right.
watch them. Yeah.
Right. It's I like the. I've always been into mythology,
Yeah.
especially classical mythology. So it's right in my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty fun for me to watch.
All right, tell
Is
us about
it
it,
over
man.
with?
I haven't watched it. Make me want to watch it.
All right, I'll make you want to watch it.
Make everybody else out here.
Well,
wanna
at
watch
the end, they start doing these Tai Chi moves.
It sounds like AO. Oh, the OA.
OA.
AO.
Hey,
AO.
yo, hey.
it. The OA.
No,
Yeah, the OA. I always say AO because there was a street
Right.
ball player back in the day. named
and
AO.
plus it's alphabetically correct unless you're going in reverse. AO.
Yeah.
So what do the moves do?
Nothing, because that was OA, not American Gods.
Oh.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it done? Is it the season
What,
over with?
American Gods?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't, but I don't know how many episodes they're doing.
Is it
So-
HBO? Is that what it's on?
Stars.
Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the premise is you have the classical gods. So Thor, spoilers if you haven't watched anything, but I mean we're going to be light on that anyway. You've got Cherborg from if you've ever seen Fantasia, Disney's Fantasia, the
Mouse?
original one, where the knight on Bald Mountain with that giant winged demon playing with the
Okay.
him. He's in it. You have a little bit more mythology surrounding him with three sisters, Dawn, Dusk, and Night, I think. You have the Lucky Leprechaun. All right,
These don't sound like classical gods to me at all.
that's what classical gods are.
Yeah.
But it's based on
Thor. I was like, okay, Thor. and
Thor.
then- yeah.
I was
Cherborg.
waiting to hear like Zeus.
Yeah,
and-
that's what I was thinking too.
Well, Odin. I'm sorry, Odin.
Yeah.
Odin. Okay.
Odin. So I mean,
Yeah,
they're
Odin and Zeus that's one is North and one is Norse and one is
Is
Greek.
Greek,
right?
right.
Yeah.
So you have Odin, which is Woden, Wednesday, That's the main character that you see, Shadow Moon, who you're following.
That's the black
main
dude, right?
antagonist, yeah.
Shadow.
You don't know what his involvement is
been
quite
your-
yet.
Clue.
So, What?
Sorry for interrupting.
Just black people always have to have something black in their name. Black Manta, Black Lightning, you know.
Black
Nightwing.
Panther, Nightwing.
I didn't mean Nightwing. I meant
Oh.
what's the night guy? Night Thrasher. That's what I was trying to say.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah. Just to let people know. Man Ape.
He black.
Or, I don't think we're allowed to laugh at that.
Sure, everybody.
No,
can
I'm
laugh.
laughing.
Everybody
I'm
can laugh.
laughing.
All right.
There's nothing you can't laugh
So
at.
okay, so you have Shadow Moon, which is the main protagonist, and you don't know what his involvement is, but the old gods require him. All right. So what's happening is you have the old gods versus the new gods. So the new gods are represented by technology,
Okay.
entertainment, commerce, and what they call Mr. World, the world.
Oh, they
So
don't
I
have
guess-
food in there. They don't have food in there. That would
I-
fit
it-
right in.
I don't think
Man,
that
that would.
if they if they do, they haven't reached it yet.
Right.
Because they're still introducing a lot of the mythology.
That seems more like
in the
behavior
universe.
than a god, though, right?
What?
Food,
Yeah.
Food?
No,
Yeah.
Potentially.
eating the food.
Well, but
Like gluttony or
culturally, I
something.
guess.
like entertainment. That seems more like a thing.
Well, entertainment, but it's not just entertainment's kind of hard to describe. So like how entertainment's portrayed in the show is you first meet entertainment on TV as Lucille Ball. At one point there is interaction with two of the gods, the two new gods, and entertainment is David Bowie.
Okay.
And then the last time you see her, and the character is female, is Marilyn Monroe. So I mean, it's all of entertainment. It's not just TV and like that. It's music.
Any type of
it's-
entertainment.
Yeah, pretty much. So and the new gods seem less obvious as to what they are or what they're represented as.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, the interaction, there's a lot still up in the air. But like I said, I've always been a fan of mythology in general.
Yeah.
So, it's easy for me to get involved. And it is slow moving,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very violent. It's very weird, but it's less weird than Twin Peaks. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
I
So-
didn't bother watching.
I didn't watch
I
Twin
didn't watch
Peaks, so I don't know what that is.
I think it's
It's
like
a show.
attorney show, right? It's about,
Yeah, I know it's a show, but I
It's,
have no
it's
idea
some
what it is.
sort of crime drama
Twin Peaks.
investigation thing. Yeah, I've never seen it. Or I've seen like maybe a couple episodes.
Wait a minute. So how
You
can
made the
make-
reference.
Yeah, how can you make that reference if you never saw it?
Because I've read about it.
Oh my.
Just because you haven't watched the show.
That's funny, man. No, because
But-
we're all sitting there trying to figure out what it is.
Right,
And
no,
no
but-
one at this table has seen it.
I've seen a couple episodes and
All
I've
right,
just been
Facebook Live. If anybody's seen Twin Peaks, please chime in because nobody here at this table has.
like, hey
no
Mario,
idea.
have you seen Twin Peaks?
Hey, okay.
But anyway,
Yeah.
regardless of that, the interaction between the characters is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me. So I have fun watching it. And if you can, it's going to be a slow build-up. So if you can get through a slow build-up, then by all means watch it. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you're going to love it, because you may not be into that type of style. So I just happen to have patience for it. 'Cause
That's a funny phrase to me, man.
What?
I had fun watching it. I don't know. I hear people say that a lot,
Right.
but
I mean, if
it's
you,
like, how
what
do you
were you
really
doing?
Yeah, how can you have fun watching something like?
why would you not?
No, I
you
get
can
it. It's just
enjoy it,
funny to
right?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
enjoy it.
isn't enjoyment fun?
Yeah. I understand what
Maybe,
you're
yeah.
saying, but it's just
Right.
it's just funny in my brain when people say that.
What?
I had fun watching that. It's like, how do you have fun watching something? Like, oh yeah, like yeah, get him. Like
Fun doesn't necessarily mean
you have to do it. Usually implies that you're doing something.
Yeah,
Make-
I'm watching a TV show.
It made him happy.
It's just fun. It's just
I
my brain, man.
enjoyed
There's
viewing
nothing wrong
that
with saying that.
television
Hey,
program.
Nah, keep saying what you want to say. It's just funny to me. Man.
I had
In my
fun
head.
enjoying the television program.
You still had fun.
Whatever.
And
Okay, yeah,
enjoying it.
whatever. Man.
So it's like I said, it's a slow moving show, but if you can get past, if you're used to slow movement build up and like that. Because I mean, even Game of Thrones had a lot of its.
Oh
slow
yeah,
moments
it's
and
very
stuff.
slow.
So if you can watch Game of Thrones, I think you could watch this.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You haven't seen it. How can you say
Game
you
of
don't know?
Thrones?
No, American
I'm
Gods.
not talking about Game of Thrones.
You're not watching what?
That.
American
American
Gods?
Gods. He's already
You
checked
have
out.
no culture.
I beg to
No.
differ.
He looked at his culture watch.
Looking at my culture skin. Said, no, I got some.
The best way I can describe it is,
Boring? No.
no, is
You mean it? Go ahead. Own that. Own that. Go ahead and say it.
I tried, man.
it's a.
It was interesting. Like the first scene where the
Right.
guy, when they get to the island, and then that one guy gets out, and then he gets shot with like 1,000 arrows, and then they're fighting.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, that's like
was
the
the
first
first
5
episode,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, that is.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But they were fighting to try to appease Ares, I guess.
No, Odin.
It was Odin.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that part was interesting. And
Mhm.
then they went to like modern times, and
Right.
I was kind of like, whoa, what is this? What is going? Because I thought it was gonna stay, like
Back in the old time.
back in the old times. But
Well, for the first couple of episodes, it was one of the other gods, and I forgot which god it is, but it's an older god scribing how the old gods
Okay,
came
yeah.
to the new land.
Okay.
So there's one for Anansi, who's the god of what?
Who's
Nazi?
Anansi,
Okay.
who's an African god of trickery and something else.
It's like you said, a Nazi.
No, Anansi.
Hitler?
Like a Nancy. Anansi. So
No, I got it the second time.
okay,
That's why.
it's like a Nancy. So it shows him coming over with slaves on a slave ship. So one of the slaves, started praying to him. So Anansi had an idea of, well, if you go over, he described what happens in modern times, leading up to modern times, to this boat of slaves in the 1600s. So, and he's like, this is what's going to happen to your descendants, and then blah blah blah. So you need to go up and revolt now. Well, that's going to kill us. And he said, the alternative is worse. So goes up, and he ends up freeing one of the slaves, and they all start to revolt on the ship, and it goes down in the middle of the ocean in flames. So, but I guess there were some survivors from the boat, and that's how he made it to America.
Okay.
So there's a lot of that in the first couple episodes of showing how.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are
Yeah.
boring.
So
No,
when
sorry,
you say
man.
when you say that's how they got there, you
Right.
mean by people knowing about them.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm probably not doing this justice at all. The whole big fight is the premise of the fight between the old gods and the new gods is belief. So modern people are losing their belief, and they aren't praying
Okay.
to the old gods as
Yeah.
much as the new gods.
Heard this story before. so-
Right. Yeah, it's actually been said in a couple of things where you
Mhm.
start losing faith. You've got to bring people back into the fold and
What's
stuff.
that? I'm trying to
So-
think of that now.
Oh,
Okay.
Vulcan was in the most recent episode. So he's that's Greek. So he's the armorer of the gods. So like that. Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Ron. Thanks for joining us.
Ron Simmons, I've been seeing you on Facebook.
Yeah, he got his own podcast on
Yeah.
Monday. Sorry,
Okay.
let me interrupt. Keep just shouting out to people that jumped on.
Shout out.
We're talking about American Gods.
That Byron has no interest in seeing because he's
Nope.
a really boring person.
Me,
I would-
yeah, me too.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm boring too.
I tried.
No, he won't watch it. That's why he's boring.
Yeah.
No, I would watch it. I missed the first couple and
Somebody
Right.
tied me to the
Where I
chairs
would-
and glued my eyelids open. Yeah.
where I would go.
Hey,
to
I'm
watch that,
I'm
I'd
free
watch
next week.
it. That's creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy. As I was saying, I was like, I shouldn't have agreed to that. All right, so I just wanted to touch on American Gods because I like
Okay.
that show.
So
I
it's
wouldn't
about-
say I'm fanatic.
It's about when I try to explain leftovers to you.
Yeah,
And you're just
yeah,
like,
pretty much. Yeah,
yeah.
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it justice too because that was a great show. Even though the ending was terrible, but that's
Ending like it's done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Did it get canceled?
series. No, it finished.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if TV
It
shows
finished
do
its
that
run.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's like they I mean, there was only one book, and they squeezed 3 seasons out of that book, and there was nowhere else to go. So,
Right.
I mean,
so it was all just leftover story.
yeah, pretty much.
See
But
what I
we
did
got
there?
we never found out why people left, but we found out where they went, and I was upset they didn't show it, like, because the whole thing was that all these people disappeared and they went somewhere that no one knew where.
Did they go to the world underneath the crust?
No.
The whole other Earth?
I'm not gonna say where it was because we're not really talking about it.
Land of
but
the Lost.
It's just kind of like
Was it
just,
still on the planet?
I don't know. I mean, what I was upset about is that we never saw her go there. She just told somebody, like, "Hey, this is what happened." And I'm like, why are they not showing this? Why did we not see her go to that place? And she had this whole little adventure there that she was telling
Man,
her boyfriend.
you hit the mic, man. You angry?
I was
with that
upset
thing,
because
man.
this is 3 years. I've been watching this show for 3 years, trying to figure out what this is, and then they finally tell us, and I had to watch.
So what'd they tell you?
She just told us like
Nothing.
where the place was, what was going on over there,
Where
and
where
then
was
she
it?
came
I
back.
wanna
I
know
said I
now.
didn't want to spoil it because we're not really talking about
I'm
it.
not gonna
Just in
watch
case
it.
anybody joined us, we
Yeah,
talking
that's what I'm
about
saying. If
the
anybody else,
HBO show called
The Leftovers.
Leftovers.
So if
Yeah.
you don't want spoilers for it, then yeah, you might not want to listen to this part. Can I say that? Is that okay?
Spoilers.
Close your ears.
Yeah.
How
Spoilers.
do you
Put
do
me
that exactly? How do you close your ears?
You cover your earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
You're gonna have to learn that with your kid.
It's not really
Yeah.
closing.
What?
Mario
Well,
said he didn't watch Twin Peaks, just to let you know. Sorry.
Mario didn't watch
Yeah,
Twin
I'm
Peaks?
just catching up with everybody.
Yeah, so the whole premise, I guess, was we don't know why everybody left, but to the people that left, it didn't seem that way to them. It seemed like everybody else left. So it's like 2 worlds exactly the same, but to them it looked like everybody left.
So they were the only people in a new reality.
Yeah. So
Okay.
on the Earth that we've been watching, that I've been watching, only 3% of the population disappeared. But to them, it was like 97% of the people disappeared. So when she got over to let's just call it old Earth or the new Earth, she was like everything was run down. The planes didn't work because they didn't have pilots. So I mean, it was a lot worse shape than
Sure, yeah.
their world. Their world, everything was fine.
Right.
And the whole thing is she was trying to get back to her kids, and she said it took forever for her because when she went over, she was in Australia, so she had to get from Australia back to New York without planes or cars or anything like that.
Or trains or
Did
automobiles.
they explain how it happened?
No, they never explained how it happened. They just explained where all those people were.
Just somehow they wound up on a different version of the same Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never explained how. So, but my whole thing is that she got there, she saw this place was run down, she found some people. The people told her what happened. All these people just disappeared, and then she found her kids. Her kids were way older. Because her kids and her husband disappeared, and she saw her husband was with somebody else. So she was like, "Well, I don't want to be here." So she found the guy that made the little.
How did she get over
machine.
there?
There was a machine that they made. The guy, they figured out when everybody left, they left this certain type of gas behind. So
Methane.
Okay, let's keep it going. Go ahead.
yeah, so they recreated that
Oh,
whole disappearance thing, and the guy that did it was the first guy to go over there. He was still there. She found him. He made a machine for her to go back, so she went back, and she was telling all this. I was like, man, they should have showed it. They should have showed her.
Right, yeah.
Because
They
showed
ran out
her
of money. That's pretty
that
much
was
what it
crazy because they showed her getting into the machine, showed the machine filling up, and she was about to go over, and then all of a sudden she's old.
So how did 3% of the population spread across the world figure out what happened, but 97% of the population couldn't come up with what happened?
Because all the smart people.
No, the
were
3%. The 3% didn't figure out what happened.
I thought you said they made a machine to go back.
No, the guy, he was in the 97%.
Oh, I see.
He figured out, and then he went over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
then,
what it was that 3% all farted at the same time,
Right.
and then they got phase shifted.
it's to this alternate
Well,
world that was
to
exactly
Earth
the
2.
same. Yeah, Earth 2 was exactly the same.
Wow.
It just got worse over time. So
Was Wells over there too?
probably,
Yeah.
probably 2 of them running around. What a stupid show.
This is what I wrote, by the way.
Spoilers over.
So just in case anybody muted the audio.
You're good to come on
you
back.
can
Come
come
on back.
now.
I don't think anybody's watching Leftovers anyway. But I mean,
Well, not anymore.
yeah,
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. But I mean, it was a good show, man. The first season and the second season they were awesome, and then the third season, like they're trying to squeeze everything out of one book, so
Right.
they're making up story. And
So
you
you're
can
going to go
tell.
back and read the book, hoping that there's.
I'm
more?
not going to read the book.
But
no.
which is better?
I don't know because I'm not going to read the book.
The book is better. You know that. Don't know why y'all asking that
Book
question.
is not
The book
always
is
better.
man. Always better.
Nah.
Oh, sorry. Song of Ice and
Not
Fire. The books are
necessarily.
way better than a TV show.
He doesn't know because
Sometimes I would just never
I'm
never
sorry.
read the
Did
book. I would just watch
does
the
anybody know
movie.
what a Song of Ice and Fire is?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a Song and
That's-
Ice and Fire. What do you?
That's an album, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
That's what
That's what Game of Thrones is based off
on.
of.
I know.
Yeah.
People in the world
He
just
just
in case
wants
you didn't
to-
know.
But if you want to know the ending, you watch the show.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
Now, sometimes the books are done before the show,
Sometimes, not in this
but
case.
when it takes you 50 years to write one book, man. Well, not one book, but one story.
There's things in the book that doesn't happen on the show, and vice versa.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
can't. It's just not enough time,
I
man.
just think the
You're
book-
talking about books that were written over, 20 years?
Yeah, I
and
think the
trying
books
to put
have
it
more,
into a TV show?
They
Yeah,
have
it's
more
no,
detail
there's
in the
no
books,
way.
man. There's more detail in the books, and then
There's a lot more
Of course
detail.
it is, because they have to
And-
have to explain
and-
stuff instead of me just seeing it.
Sorry, but
It
some
takes
of the,
me 2 seconds to see what this guy looks like. It
some
takes
of
the
the
book
things-
5 pages.
5 pages to
Yeah.
explain what
I'm
he
not
looks
going
like.
to keep going on this, but some of the things that
I can
happen,
see it.
Sorry, some
You
of
have
the
to
things
imagine it in your head.
That's right, and I like imagining.
I can imagine it in
And
my
I can-
head.
and it's
I'm
better.
seeing people get splattered.
You know what, man,
I'm
you
seeing
that-
giants
you
get
seeing
hitting
that, but
The
people
mind's
across the
eye.
floor.
Say something, man.
Yeah,
There's
you
not-
got to think about it.
there's
Oh,
Theater
that
of the
would-
mind.
That would look
There's
cool
nothing
in my
better.
head.
There's nothing better than a mind.
I don't
Your
know.
imagination can just lead you to
I don't know.
whatever.
Some people's minds are pretty
whatever.
horrible.
Well, whatever. Anyway, I enjoy it more, and I'm pretty sure there's people out
But
here
do you have fun reading
in
it?
this world that like read. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
no doubt, man. Reading is
Yes.
fundamental. If you like
Fun.
reading, yeah,
I put
mean,
the fun in fundamental.
yeah, you can kind of, but
So he can have fun reading a book, and I can't have fun watching his TV show.
yeah, you can, but it's just not going to be better. Is what he's saying.
It ain't.
No, I'm asking you
It
because
ain't.
you had a problem with me having fun watching a TV show.
I didn't have a problem with you having fun. It was just that sentence how you said it.
I had fun watching.
You had fun.
I
Sitting
wouldn't
there
say that. I wouldn't say
watching
that I have
something.
fun. I would say I enjoy reading.
Well, you
Yeah.
said you did have fun reading.
No,
That
I
is
enjoy
kind of
reading.
the same thing. What's the difference
Yeah,
between
there is one.
enjoyment and fun?
All right.
All right, whatever,
Let's-
man.
let's-
So Matt, let's let you finish up. I know
Let's
you
just
were
word
going
it
there.
Yeah,
differently.
so American Gods, I liked it. Whatever. All right. Game of Thrones season 7. We wanted to. I think Byron wanted to touch on that,
Oh, you know what? I just wanted to.
or did we actually kind of already touch on it?
Well, we just
No,
kind
we
of
didn't.
what I wanted to do, I really didn't want to touch on. I just wanted to kind of say how excited I was for the show starting. I'm very pumped up about this, man. I know I'm a nerd with this
Just
show.
ready
man.
to have fun.
I love this show, and I'm going to
I'm gonna
have
have
fun
fun
watching
watching
this
this
show. That's right. I'm going to have fun watching this show. You know what? I mean, I watched the trailer, and man, I was pumped up, man. And it sucks that we had to wait so long for it,
Hey,
and
Byron,
then we're only going to get seven shows. So,
Byron.
what?
can I get a water, please?
Yeah, sure.
Who are Cersei's enemies to the east?
Cersei's enemies
To the east? No, to the west. Who are her enemies to the west? Because I know the north.
is
I know
is
the south.
Yeah.
I know the east. Who is west? Because that's what it said in the trailer. She was saying enemies to the north, enemies to the south, enemies to the east,
Kanye?
enemies to the west. To the west.
West.
The Kanye.
You talking about the east or west?
West. East would be Dany, because Daenerys is in
West will be Euron.
Euron.
Yeah, because
Why
that's
would-
the Iron. That's the Iron.
Why would that,
Iron Islands, or whatever it's called. Over there.
why would that be her enemies, though?
She
That's not
doesn't. She
really-
doesn't know what their intentions are. All she knows is this guy's got a bunch of ships. She doesn't know that he wants, if he wants to be, on her side or not. Because his intentions originally was to marry, Dany.
Yeah.
That was his plot. So I mean, so technically that would make him her
I
enemy.
think, yeah, but he's not because he wants to kill Yara and Theon.
The
so-
dude wants the throne. That's his big thing. He wants the throne.
Yeah,
He wants to be a king.
yeah, but
I mean, who don't, right?
he didn't want to
Yeah,
kill.
right.
He didn't want to kill Dany though.
So who doesn't?
No, he didn't. He never wanted
He
to
wanted
kill
to
Dany.
marry her, so I don't know how he would be
Because-
threat to.
Why wouldn't he be a threat to Cersei if he
Cersei.
marries Dany and Dany's on her way to conquer Westeros?
But if he wants to kill Theon and Yara, Danny's not gonna allow that.
Now she wouldn't, but before they made a pact, what did it matter to her?
Okay. All right.
They was bringing ships to her.
I guess that would be the answer to my question then.
Yeah, whatever. So that's it. That's the answer to your question. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted for water and this guy over here, okay? Anyway. I'm kind of pumped up about it.
I don't think
man.
you're angry about that.
I'm very angry.
Yeah, okay.
You won't like me when I'm angry. So, hey, what do you think?
We don't
about
like
it,
you when
man?
you're not angry.
Whatever, man. What do you think about it, man? What do you guys think
The
about
trailer?
it? No,
Or
the
just the
upcoming
the
show.
upcoming
Like,
season?
I'm ready to see it. It's next month. I mean, we could speculate all we want,
Yeah.
and we could.
It's just so much going on, man.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I have my theories of who's or how the throne is going to be affected, but
Yeah, I'm
until
not
it
gonna get
happens.
into
Yeah.
some of the
Throne's
stuff
gonna
that
be
I got
open.
into online.
Huh?
So
Throne's gonna be open because Cersei's finna be dead.
nah, she ain't going nowhere.
You don't
I
think
don't know.
she's gonna get killed?
Not
No.
until last season.
I think she's gonna have to get killed this season, and then the
No.
last season's gonna be about.
Well, does she have any movie projects coming up?
No.
I
Lena
don't
Headey?
know.
Are you sure?
I don't know. He just said no. Like no, she's not doing
How do
it.
you
Dude,
know?
she's
I
going
talked to her last week.
I know.
She's got nothing
She
going
got
on.
nothing going on.
I'm not gonna get.
We were having coffee.
Excuse me, Facebook Live, but me, I get into spoilers, and I'm not gonna get into it on the show. But I do know for a fact
Okay.
that she is not going to die in this
Okay,
season, and
okay.
I'm not going to explain why. I know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, but
Okay.
she's gonna
All
do
right.
that. For season eight.
Okay.
They're gonna say
we
that.
believe you. Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
like me when I'm angry, man.
Spoilers are over. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited about the new season.
What
I'm gonna
spoilers?
Watch it. He was talking about.
He was saying she's not gonna die.
Yeah, he don't know.
Yeah,
He just speculating, man. Yeah,
No,
you know, he ain't-
don't.
It's not a
Stop
spoiler.
it.
It's
Stop
not
it.
a spoiler if it ain't came out yet.
Go on Facebook.
I'm taking another TikTok.
Go on YouTube and look up season 7 Game of Thrones. If anybody's interested out here on Facebook Live, go there and look.
I don't know.
All I can say is that there was a script leaked. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm not saying
I remember
anything.
the story about that.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
But I kind of trembled across that, and boy,
you read it?
No, I didn't
Oh,
read it. I
okay.
listened to a guy break it down, and man,
I didn't read it, but I talked to
let
somebody
me
who
tell
did.
you,
Yeah.
he's almost 75 to 80% accurate of what's going to happen.
Okay, so
They might have changed some
yeah.
things, but man, I'm not going into it. I said I
Okay.
wasn't going to do
How do you
that.
know he's accurate if you haven't seen it?
Because of some of the scenes that were showing, like the set scenes,
Mm-hmm.
some of the
during the
actors that
trailer.
were there,
Okay.
it kind of led to what they were saying was going to happen. It was like, wow, why would these guys be here if this wasn't going to happen? They kind of mentioned some of the stuff that they planned on happening. I was like, wow, that kind of lines up with that. Now it could change, but it seems
or he could
like
be
it's
wrong.
pretty-
He could be wrong because you're just acting like no, he's right. He knows.
All I'll say, man, for some of the stuff,
His
that
name is George R. Martin.
for some of the stuff that they showed,
Just random YouTube guy.
some of the pictures for some of the sets, some of that stuff is about 100% accurate.
About.
Yeah.
About 100%.
I don't want to ruin it, man. I'm not going to ruin it for
Okay,
anybody,
yeah,
man.
okay.
I'm
So
just
stop
saying.
talking about Game of Thrones then. All right,
All right.
we're done. Everybody wants to see it. Move on.
It took me about 2 minutes to figure out we were talking about Game of Thrones.
I'm sorry, everybody out there in the land. We're talking about the upcoming season
Season
7
7
of Game of Thrones on HBO. If anybody watches that show, want to leave a comment?
It's awesome, Justin. Man, you should get it. Well,
Have you ever
probably don't
watched
have
it,
time.
Justin?
Never watched it.
Yeah.
I would probably enjoy it, but I never
Yeah,
watched
it's-
it.
Man,
a
I'm telling
great-
you, now
it's a
this
great
show, I will tell you would enjoy
I
it.
saw on Google Play where you could buy all the available seasons. It was like
Mhm.
$100-something.
I think Netflix doesn't Netflix.
No, it's not on
doesn't.
Netflix. I would have watched
Well,
it.
just
if
get
it was on Netflix.
HBO Go for like $15, and then you can
I have
watch
HBO
watch
now.
the whole thing and
No,
then
well,
turn it off.
It's the HBO Now service. Go comes with the.
You
If
gotta
you,
have
if
it.
you
It
have
comes with
HBO.
cable, right?
Go is with cable.
Right.
HBO Now is independent.
Oh, okay. So you can
Yeah.
just clearly you
Yeah.
just said independent.
Yeah.
You can buy that
Mhm.
on its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 16 and change, so it's like $15.99 plus tax
A month?
a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you could just watch season
Yeah, I
1
could clear it in a month.
and then figure out what
Yeah.
you want to do after that. But
Oh,
season
yeah.
1 was pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's not
Cleared
that
in a
bad. There are only 10 episodes per season, per season.
Yeah, per
It's
season.
10
I
episodes.
thought it was more than that.
No,
Nah,
just 10.
they've always been 10.
Always been 10.
Because the two new seasons, this season and the next season, are
They're
gonna be
shorter.
like 7,
Yeah.
but they're going to be longer.
That'd probably take me 2
Not
months.
by
That'd
very
probably
much.
take me 2 months.
'Cause they
I thought it was like an extra half hour.
No, they just
Yeah,
dropped
it's 6 seasons, so
They just dropped the time.
talking about
for
watching
each
60
episode.
episodes of
I
something.
think
Yeah.
it was like what was it? I can't remember what
week.
magazine it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's a good show, man.
But I think there was only one episode that was going to be.
If I had to binge
81
watch it, I'd be in trouble.
81 minutes was the
Because
longest
it
one.
always leaves you on a cliffhanger.
And that was
You're
the
like,
last
"Man, I gotta
one."
See what's next.
Yeah, I'd be up all night.
Yeah, every single episode is a cliffhanger.
The only one that
I'm gonna
wasn't a
pay that for this.
cliffhanger was the one
Well, most of the season
the-
finales aren't cliffhangers.
the Jon Snow battle.
Huh?
That was the only non-cliffhanger.
That was
Last season?
I think it was last season.
Yeah, Battle of the Bastards.
That wasn't a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because you got another episode after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the only one.
They're good. They're fun to watch.
He's gonna say that in spite.
I guess that's what this episode's going to be. Fun to watch.
Fun to watch.
That's the name of this.
Is everybody
episode.
having
to
fun
watch.
out there?
Fun.
Sitting
Everybody
in your
enjoying yourselves,
chair.
having fun.
Yeah, having fun sitting
You
down,
better be having fun.
watching us.
So, what? Oh, God, it's just,
That's Byron.
why is your thing?
Microsoft Edge has something. He's asking me something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. See, you got an update. You was talking about
Yeah,
Matt.
see, I was updating. All right, so I guess we're done with Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Injustice.
Injustice.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
You.
Oh, it's on me?
It's on you.
Okay, well, let me handle this, all right? I got this,
Let's hear the segment.
all right?
You get 5 minutes.
I'm not going to, I'm going to do my segment in a little
Do you
bit.
have a jingle?
No, I can make one up, though, in my head, though. And, all right, so
Yep.
I'm going to do that last.
All right.
So the Black
The jingle?
Panther. Yeah, the Black Panther trailer
Right.
that dropped.
We just moved. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What do you mean we moved?
What are you
Go
talking
ahead.
about?
What are you talking about?
Move.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. Keep going.
All right, so the Black Panther.
Producer Byron wants you to keep going.
I guess, okay. So that trailer dropped last night.
Yep.
If anybody was happening to watch the game last night. Yeah, that's
Or-
last night.
Or connected to the internet.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on YouTube, but
No.
it dropped last night during the NBA finals.
Shout out to LeBron and the Cleveland Cavs for that win.
Okay, and I thought it was genius marketing because they're like, hey, who watches the NBA?
Oh, that didn't even dawn on
You know
me.
what? You know what? You know what would be a good thing to do? How about we put Black Panther on the NBA Finals? Because there's going to be a gang of black people watching that. They're going to see this trailer like, oh, Marvel? Oh, what is this lame? Wait, it's a black dude. That's another black. There's a whole bunch of black people in this movie. I got to go see it.
Now, I want to agree with you because the music they were playing was
Yeah.
probably going to get the black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I did like
The
that.
thing is,
Yeah.
I don't think. Look, Marvel. Listen, Marvel. Let me tell y'all something. All right, you don't have
Pay
to.
attention.
You don't have to market to us. We going to see the movie. You need to be getting everybody else. We gonna see it. Don't worry about us.
Guaranteed ticket for
Yeah,
us. It's like
we
having
good. Like, y'all had to say was black. They were like, oh, we going to see it. You didn't even have to finish saying Panther. Like, black? Oh, we going to see it. That's all. I mean, yeah.
That's
So
messed up.
they should have saved it for like I don't know NHL playoffs or something. They get some other demographic in the movie theater.
NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR would have
Put
worked
it
too.
during NASCAR.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you know, I mean, it don't really have to do anything with race. It looks like it's gonna be a good movie, but there is a pretty all-star cast of black people in that movie.
No,
And
they got some good actors.
I didn't even know. I watched a breakdown of the trailer because man, ever since Avengers 2, I've been trying to stay away from this stuff, man, because it just gets spoiled so much. And like I said, I was in the movie theater and I knew everybody that was gonna be in the movie, and I was like, man, I wish I hadn't watched that stuff. So I've been trying to stay away from it. But I was watching the breakdown of this trailer. This is the only trailer I'm gonna watch. I ain't gonna watch no more trailers. But I saw that like Forrest Whitaker was in there. I was like, I didn't even know that was Forrest Whitaker.
Man, he had incredible makeup, man. That was
Yeah,
incredible.
they didn't look.
Shout out to Emergency Awesome for that. That was
Angela Bassett was in there.
Yeah, she
I
was.
was like,
Good makeup too.
But
man.
is it a good movie if Tina Turner's not in it?
no, what?
What does she got to do
Oh,
with
I-
Black Panther?
I have, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Anyway,
The dude from Get Out was in the movie. I
yes,
was like, I didn't even know he was in that movie.
I didn't know he was
I
in
need to
it
watch
either.
Get Out.
Oh yeah, it was a
Keep
great.
it
Man, I
movie.
just watched that this past weekend.
That was a good movie.
That was crazy.
Is it digital yet? Is it
Yeah,
available?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
It's on
yeah,
Apple. It's
yeah.
on
It's on
iTunes.
Google Play
So,
too.
sorry
Yeah.
for derailing. Go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry for derailing. Go ahead.
Derailing. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Because
Just-
I just
sorry.
said the guy from Get Out, so he didn't
Yeah.
really derail it. But yeah, I saw that he was in there, and then of course Michael B. Jordan, and then, I don't know who's playing Manape, but man, that was they're using Manape. That's
That dude was huge.
that's
dog.
risky, man.
Well, it looks like they're using
talking about Manape in
now. Correct.
in a movie full of black
I mean,
people.
but that's a character for Black
It
Panther,
is,
man, so-
but when was he created? like
man, he's old. He's an old character.
that's what I'm
That's what he's
saying.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, doing black exploitation, and
Yeah,
let's keep using this character. How about we retire him? Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think it'll be fun.
Now,
Yeah, no, it would be.
now, am I wrong, or did it seem like
Yes.
that? Did it seem like that? What's his name? Sauron
Sauron.
might be in there.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
You talking about the dinosaur?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
They-
X Men.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's X-Men.
Because in
you talking about the Savage Lands?
Yeah.
that's X Men. I'm
But-
pretty sure they can't touch that.
are you? Well, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think you're right about
Well,
that.
the reason I ask is remember when Claw or whatever his name is was
Yeah.
getting busted out?
Uh-huh.
There was a guy with a Triceratops mask.
Oh no,
on.
that's
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what he looks like in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so that was kind of a little shout out to what he looks like
Yeah,
in
they,
the comics.
they gave him his comic.
His mask, yeah.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, and then Shuri's in the movie. She was
Yeah.
the one that had, and they had like her new Panther gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
And they said like that's something that Iron Man would be jealous of.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, okay. So they're putting a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new together,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's gonna be a good movie.
We've got like 9 months
Yeah,
to go for that.
yeah.
It comes out this year or next year?
Next year.
Next year.
Next
Next
year.
February.
I can't add.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
9 months.
Next February.
Is that this year? Yeah. Sometimes you forget, man. Like,
Well, I mean,
the year's going by
it's,
so fast.
It's the
man.
6th month of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
So,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know now. Of course, and the movie is coming out during Black History Month, so
Is it really?
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
Wow.
hey, man.
Well,
Why not, right?
We
know,
already
yeah,
knew it
why
was gonna
not?
happen,
Yeah.
man. Come on, stop it.
gotta get as many as we can.
You know what? Like he said, man, they have no problem with us. We
No,
gonna be
but,
there.
but
We
you
gonna
know,
fill
I
them
understand
seats.
what they're trying to do, man, because we probably not showing a lot of love in other Marvel movies, so they're trying to bring us on. They got us with Luke Cage, but then they tricked a lot of people because I knew a lot of people that started watching Iron Fist, and they were like, "What is this? Like, this isn't Luke Cage?" Like, yeah, no, it's not. It's totally different. And they were like, "Why not watching this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That you know, there's a lot of people that think like that. Like,
Nah, it's cool. Like I said, the diversity in superhero movies, man, it's getting to be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to Black Panther, man.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
Marvel's
man.
always been diverse, though. I mean,
yeah.
they've always had, you know,
I mean, yeah,
different.
they did it right with Blade. You know, now they're gonna do it right with Panther. So
What you mean, Blade?
Please.
Blade was good.
Which one?
The
So,
first
all
and
except for the
second one.
last one.
First and second one.
Yeah, the last one was.
I mean,
garbage.
if you go back and watch those, man, those movies still hold up. But I mean, there is no fighting like that anymore.
No,
Like,
no. It was
Even
some
like
different-
Iron Fist is supposed to be this great like martial artist, and
That was the
Ne-
worst,
It
man.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Next Netflix
No.
show after The Punisher?
Blade.
Blade.
I don't want to see it, man.
Why
Are
not?
they
There
gonna
will
do it?
never be another Wesley Snipes.
Who's gonna be a Blade?
Why couldn't they
You
get
know-
Wesley Snipes?
Right.
He's too old.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
guess
Well,
they could do.
Old Blade, old man Blade.
Well, no, it's not old man Blade where he actually has like a daughter. So Wesley Snipes can still do it, but then they kind of moved it to the female.
I think he's
So,
too
so
old,
he would be
man.
like
I mean,
Whistler then?
Yeah, he would be Whistler.
He's like almost 60.
Is he 60?
No, he's not. He's,
Yeah, I was gonna
he's
say,
like
come
he's
on,
probably like
50s.
50.
Yeah, come on, man.
I just said 60 just
Just-
for dramatic effect.
Man,
He's old, man. He don't need to be out there. running around kicking
Jean
around.
Claude was doing karate when he was in the 80s, right? He was 80.
Oh,
He 80, ain't he?
No,
No,
he
he's
ain't
not
that old,
80.
man.
He looks 80.
He
though.
look 80, yeah.
He looks 80.
Well,
Man.
that's all the stretching and stuff. Everything doesn't snap back anymore.
I think he partied a little hard.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he looks
He
old.
look rough.
Just reel it back in.
Yeah.
Just reel it back
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
So Black Panther. The
Okay,
only thing
yeah.
I was disappointed is that Jaimon Hanzu is not is not attached to that project at all. That's probably the one guy that I wanted to see, because he had rumors of being in Black Panther when John Singleton was talking about doing it like back in the 90s. And then he actually was the voice of Black Panther for
The BET show.
yeah, that BET cartoon show. If no one's seen that, then you guys need to go watch that because that was actually really good. It's like a 5-part little like mini series.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, the whole thing is on
What,
YouTube.
what'd you say? What was it?
It's just Black
Panther on
Panther.
BET.
It was on BET.
Wasn't it like-
It's
That's like stop action comics or something like that.
it's a little bit past like a motion comic.
Yeah.
Because there's some animation to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good, and I was surprised for something coming on BET.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because BET is not.
But it was a Marvel production thing, wasn't it?
Still, it was
Yeah,
on BET.
okay.
I mean, there was a Marvel production on Sci-Fi, and
Right.
it was what it was.
Sci-Fi.
Sorry.
Man Thing. No one's ever seen that Man Thing. Yeah,
Well,
I
the
don't
movie,
recommend that.
The movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did a review.
that was
on
Sci-Fi.
I did a review on
That was wait a minute. That was Marvel though.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I
Right
don't-
around the time with Blade and
I don't know if it was entirely sci-fi though, because there was nudity in it, like in the
yeah,
first
it came
10
on.
minutes.
Yeah, it
was
came
up-
on.
They aired
It
it,
came on the Sci-Fi channel.
and
yep.
the
Mhm.
cursing and all that.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, it came on uncut, like late at night.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, Man Thing.
I couldn't get far enough into it to see Man Thing himself.
Yeah, I just saw Swamp Thing. I never saw.
Yeah, Swamp Thing was.
Man Thing was
decent.
first.
Man Thing was first.
Man Thing was
Now I
before
gotta
Swamp Thing.
I gotta go watch Man Thing now.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
No.
I'm talking about in the
I-
comics.
No, I'll watch it. Just I don't care.
Dude, you're not going to get very far.
It was terrible.
I have the patience of somebody in coma.
What's crazy is Man Thing
It's
is starting to get popular.
Oddly,
Yeah,
it's like where'd
it's
this come
weird.
from?
Yeah, it's weird that some characters
I
they're
don't know what
around
that
for
is.
forever.
I'm afraid to Google that.
Man-
Man Thing,
no.
it's exactly.
Don't, please don't Google that.
You know who Swamp Thing is?
Yeah.
It's
It's Marvel's version.
yeah,
Okay. So it looks
Swamp
the same.
Thing- Swamp
same
Thing is
kinda
DC.
character?
yeah.
It's a
but
little bit different.
Man Thing, I don't think talks though.
No, he can't.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't
no, he doesn't
understand like human like relationships and stuff.
That wasn't like a 70s movie?
No, 80s, I think.
What Swamp Thing?
Man Thing.
Man Thing? No, Man Thing was
80s.
recent. No, it was
No.
about 90s.
Okay, well,
It
it
was-
wasn't 2000s. That's for sure.
No,
No.
It was close because I think
No.
it was like around like Daredevil and
Like I said, I reviewed it. It was like
So you're going to Google
Late
Man
90s.
Thing.
So we're
Yeah.
done with
Yeah.
we're done with Black Panther. We're done with that?
Yeah,
already?
Black
Okay.
Panther is-
All right. We're
everybody
moving on,
knows.
people.
the Black Panthers.
It looks awesome. If you want to find out what Man Thing was,
I'm looking.
but
Go
all
ahead.
right.
Man Thong.
I told you.
Going down that rabbit hole. Going down that rabbit hole.
Man Thing's kind of a cool character
based
though,
off
man.
character.
I saw him on something the other
Normal
day,
searches too. That's weird.
cartoon, and
Yeah.
it was
Dr.
like Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doctor
it had
Strange.
like Man Thing and
Right. Yeah.
some
I
other.
saw the same one.
Yeah, I like that. I was kind of surprised.
Wow.
So
2005.
yeah, that's why I was like, I thought it was recent. It was like
Yeah,
right
that's
around
so
Daredevil
it's
and
probably
all that.
interesting. I'll watch it.
It's interesting.
4.1 out of 10 on
Yeah,
IMDb.
it's more like a horror movie. It's not. He's not. He's just killing people, man.
Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah,
17%.
yeah. It's yeah.
Isn't Rotten Tomatoes a little corrupted though?
Yeah, they are.
Well, yeah, they're a bit skewed.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's still there's still a measurement.
Yeah, 17%. That will let you know.
That's a pretty safe thing. That is.
All right, so
Man, we got 54 views. Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live.
Hey.
what's up, y'all? We about to talk about Logan. All right,
Really?
can we?
Didn't we last time?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we talked about
we
this
talked.
already.
We talked.
You
about
weren't
it for
included
Like
because
'Cause I hadn't
you
seen it.
hadn't
Yeah,
seen
seen
it,
it.
right?
Well,
you can give us your thoughts. I
watched
don't
it.
care.
I
I'm not
watched it
talking to
too.
you.
Give us
Since
then.
then.
Give us
Okay.
your 5 minutes.
I hated that movie. I absolutely hated that movie, and I hate everybody that likes it. No, I'm just playing. I know. I'm just kind of upset that it's getting like, oh, this is such an awesome, this is a masterpiece.
It was a good movie. That's
No,
it's
it
just
was not.
different.
That's
I
as
just,
far as I will
just
go with
hate
it.
that.
Best
like,
Wolverine movie.
I just hate that
Say it.
people
Say
are
it.
like,
Say
oh
it.
man, like it has cussing and blood, so automatically it's better. Like, no, it's not. It's weird. Like, you can't just take a bad series, add gore and blood and cussing, and that makes it better. Like, it's still all over the place. It's still a
How
mess.
dare you look for substance?
It's still terrible. It's still all
Okay.
over the place. It makes every other X-Men movie obsolete. The whole thing of all those X-Men movies, they're trying to stop this terrible future. And then we get to X-Men or Wolverine, Logan, whatever it's called, and
There's
it's
the
a terrible future. Yeah, all the mutants are dead. There hasn't been a mutant in like 18 years or something like that. And then there's only 3 mutants left alive, which Professor X has Alzheimer's. Like, Caliban is, I don't know.
Where'd you get 3 mutants left alive? All those kids are mutants.
Well, they were like genetically
They were
engineered.
synthetic, yeah.
Yeah, that don't
manufactured.
count.
They were artificially
Yeah.
flavored.
Oh, okay. Well,
I would say those aren't mutants.
we don't know where they were going, if they were mutants, because they were going to Canada, and I'm pretty sure we know what the mutants were on Canada, who they were going to.
They were Canadian mutants.
Yeah, but there's
They
a
were
particular
very
group,
polite.
Alpha Flight.
It's talking about Alpha Flight,
Oh. With the
but no, man. I mean, and then the villain was a Wolverine clone, X-24. And let me tell you the biggest thing I hated about this movie, okay? We got Professor X, all right? Professor X has fought Magneto, who's like Omega level. He's fought Apocalypse, who's like Omega level. He's fought all these big villains. And this X-23 is the one that kills him? This random, no-name,
X-24.
throwaway
Isn't that life, though, right?
X-24. Just a random villain. Just
Well, that's how villains go out. It's
stab
just
him in the
like
chest.
Some random good guy just,
Nah, that's usually...
That was a shock death, though. I guess that's why they gave it to him. It was like
Yeah.
a shock. You thought it was actual Logan, and it wasn't him.
Stabbed him in the chest and he's dead. He had just killed a couple years before that. He just killed like 500 people with
On
a thought.
accident.
Yeah, on accident. And then like a couple scenes before that, he was about to kill another 500 people.
Right.
And
On
this
accident.
guy just stabs him in the chest. And he's
But
dead.
all those people,
Mhm.
they were jerks. They would have deserved it.
They were in
no,
a
they
casino.
weren't. Yeah, the other people at the casino weren't.
Yeah,
Why?
they're all jerks.
Why would
I don't know. That's
Wow,
how you have to look at it. So you don't feel bad.
There
when
was
they
probably
die.
kids there that were about to get killed. They were jerks
They were
too?
potential
They're
jerks.
the biggest jerks. Kids, everybody has kids. They already
Those
know kids are jerks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hated it. I hated that's how the way it ended. It was like they kind of alluded that he had adamantium poisoning, but did you get that? That's what was going on with him? That's why he was dying?
I had watched stuff about it, so I knew. That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
was. Yeah.
I mean, that,
Cheater.
I always do that. Always do that.
I mean,
That's
that
why
was
I don't
kind of
care
a-
about spoilers.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of a big point in the comics that, that once he got that pulled out of him,
Right.
that they figured out, okay, yeah, that was poisoning you the whole time. And then,
See, how did it get reintroduced then? Because like in like Apocalypse and stuff, he didn't
What?
have it.
what are we talking about?
Logan.
Are we talking about the movie?
Movies.
You want to talk about continuity in the movie?
Do
Yeah,
not talk
Dude,
about
we'll
that.
be
We don't
here all
got time
night
for
trying
that.
to
Yeah,
figure
we
out.
gotta-
You're talking about Wolverine. Where
Right.
did Professor X? Because last time we saw Professor X, he was dead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but in future past or whatever it is, that was corrected. That was changed.
But that was the
But
But
Yeah,
it doesn't
the
matter.
future.
In future
Right,
past, he
but
was
it-
there.
Yeah, because the past
No,
had already happened.
It didn't happen already.
but it
They
did.
were in the process of reversing
That's
it.
why it's called the future, because the past had already happened.
The past had happened. Professor X should not have been there.
But
He
now Wolverine has adamantium back.
was dead. Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I have no idea. How did he have it in future past?
He didn't.
He did.
I thought
had
Magneto
bone
pulled it out.
No,
of him.
he had metal claws.
He had bone claws
Or-
when he goes against the
In
Sentinels.
future past, he had metal claws. When he was in the future,
In the future,
In
he
the
did.
future,
he had
yeah.
metal claws.
Yeah, but,
But in the past, he
had
didn't.
bone claws.
Why?
Because he hadn't got the metal yet.
Look, y'all are messing up the timeline, man. Because before the end
Wait.
of future past happened, he didn't have metal.
Because Wolverine 2 is where he had his adamantium pulled.
Wolverine 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wolverine-
when was that?
Wolverine 2, that was after not Days of Future Past. That was actually after X-Men 3.
Right.
Yeah. So after X-Men 3,
Right.
then there was Wolverine, and then there was Future Past.
Said 5 minutes. Sorry. Keep going.
Did y'all get that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't have any adamantium in him.
But did he have it in future past?
Yes.
So how did he get it in future
I
past?
don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know.
You're trying to wrap your mind around it. There's a video on the continuity for the X-Men film.
So-
It's pretty funny.
For
Go
any
YouTube it.
very good comedians out there that want to update the Who's on First, this would be it. do it with the X-Men Logan stuff.
No, there's a YouTube video for
I don't care if there's a YouTube video. I'm talking comedy here.
No, it is pretty comical what the guy goes on about the
Right.
continuity in the X-Men films. It's terrible.
It makes no sense, man.
Yeah, like they just messed it all up.
Professor X was dead. He died
Right.
in X-Men 3.
Right.
Where did he come from? Why is he in? Why?
Well,
Well,
when a man loves a woman,
Excuse me.
What?
He did, to be fair, in the post-credit scenes of that movie.
Deadpool saved him.
No, Deadpool did not save him. If
You talking about
anybody stayed
his
there,
brother,
his brother was there.
his twin brother.
That was catatonic, and then
Mhm.
he took his brain, switched his brain over to his body, and that's when Myra McTaggart was like, "Oh, Charles." It's like, "Oh, wait a minute, this guy just moved his brain, consciousness."
So wait a second. So his coma brother
mm-hmm.
was like evicted from the body.
Well, he was
So
catatonic.
Charles
He
moved
was
in.
catatonic.
I mean, what
he was
was-
a vegetable.
What was he
vegetable.
doing, right?
But I mean, it's
He was-
still
he
a
had plans.
consciousness.
Yeah, no.
It's like his consciousness
He
couldn't
killed
help
him.
that.
He
Well,
killed him.
you
He
know,
killed
there
his
are-
brother so he could live. That's what he did.
That
Yeah,
is
I mean,
messed up.
his
Yeah.
brother didn't have any brain, no brain.
It doesn't
activity.
matter.
He's dead.
All right,
It doesn't
There-
matter.
She's
there-
just keeping him alive.
hold,
He has
hold
no
on,
brain
hold on,
activity.
hold on, hold on.
He still killed him
Hold-
so he could live.
Hold on. There was an article released this week of a body, I think it was in Sweden, that even 10 minutes after death, the brain still had activity, and this person was in a coma. Just saying.
So
Activity doesn't allude to consciousness.
That's
though.
right.
But there's some process going on.
But it doesn't mean there's consciousness.
It doesn't mean there isn't.
That's true.
We don't know.
Look, guys.
But
So
you're,
you're gonna
you're,
kill-
you're implying
Okay.
consciousness.
But you're then by
is fake.
same you're implying that there isn't.
this isn't real.
This isn't real, okay? This is fake.
My thing
But
is-
I'm just
X is not
saying.
killing
But I'm
someone,
saying
That's
that,
messed up.
But you said that happened, but they never try to even explain that. The next time we saw Professor X was the next movie in Wolverine, in The Wolverine, and he was at the end of that scene, and Logan was just like, "Oh my goodness, like Professor, what are you doing here?" Like, what? Like, I'd have been freaking out. Like, dude, you've been dead for like, I don't know how many years it was. He didn't know that he was alive,
Man, anybody that watches those movies probably didn't care. They were just happy to see Professor.
and it was so weird because Professor was like, he came back, he said, "Wolverine, we need your help," and then what happened? They just went back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were
No, they were in the future all of a sudden.
yeah, exactly like
Yeah,
the
like,
bad
yeah, that-
future had
yeah,
happened.
that
He's
was-
like, Wolverine, we need your help in like 20 years. So let's
Yeah, that was kind of
you
weird.
come home and
Yeah,
make me a
they-
sandwich. Like what? Like like I don't understand. Like
they-
what was
they
the
both-
urgency?
Wasn't both of them
Yeah,
in the
him
airport?
and Magneto were there.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
They had no idea what they're doing, man.
They
It's the
just-
same thing they had at the
You know what
end.
would be cool at the end of this
At the end, that's what I'm saying. Like the end
We're
of
gonna put these two
Apocalypse.
guys in here.
At the end of Apocalypse, they're like teasing Mr. Sinister.
Right.
And that kind of could have fit in with, Logan.
Right.
They could have had that, how they took his DNA and spliced it and made. But, yeah, they're idiots. So they're just like, nah, we'll have X-23. That's cool, right? She's cool in the comics right now, right? Yeah. But we're not going to let her talk.
Fox just doesn't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
And, like, people are
It's
upset that
unfortunate.
Wolverine is not going to be Hugh Jackman anymore. I'm excited. Can we get another Wolverine, please?
Who
How
would-
about
who
we
would
make him
be-
short?
Who would be good?
Somebody short. Because Wolverine is supposed to be a Wolverine. Just
Peter-
short and
I got one.
ferocious.
Peter Dinklage.
Not 6'2". That's a little bit too short, man.
All right, man, stop.
What? I think that'd be pretty cool.
That's not funny.
What do you mean?
Peter Dinklage as
That dude is way
Wolverine.
too short.
Says you.
Yeah. It would look weird
I'm
to have a
taller than
little
him, too.
short Wolverine running around, but he's supposed to be. But
Well, I wasn't initially. It was there was talk of like Ray Park doing them.
who knows, man? That was so long ago. You talking about 2000?
Ray Park was Toad and
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
He's a flippy guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
English,
Flips
English.
around.
He martial artist.
Okay.
Very cool episode.
All right, so we done with Logan.
Yeah, we are done with Logan. We're
Alright.
done with Black Panther, and we did Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm gonna introduce my new segment. It's called LeBron Games. Everybody knows LeBron James, right?
Wow.
It's a
That's
play
clever.
off of that.
That's clever.
It's a play off of that LeBron Games. So
You're gonna have to make a logo for that. Flash it up here on the screen. Right.
Even though I don't really like LeBron James.
What? Watch your mouth. Watch your
Why
mouth.
can't I say I don't like him?
Can't talk about the king.
He's a
I'm
good
just talking
basketball
about
player.
Shaft.
Yeah, he's a good basketball player. He's good off the court.
Wait,
I
you were
just
about
I
to
said
say
basketball. Basketball. That's like the cousin of basketball, but you use blast tortoise. I don't know.
Just a little different.
Talk
yeah,
about
it's a
your
little
game.
bit different.
Talk about your game.
Okay, this morning I got a couple games actually,
games.
so I just want to highlight a couple games that came out within the last since we did our last podcast, and they're gonna be kind of like interesting games because I don't want to just do regular, run of the mill Call of Duty type stuff that everybody's seen before. But I want to start with Injustice 2 because then that game is pretty awesome.
Is it?
I mean, yeah. It's a fighting game, so you have to get used to, whichever character you want to use. Some of them are always better than other ones, but I like the story mode. The story, it's a pretty well fleshed out story. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but it's basically like Superman is tired. I think the Joker kills some people after he escapes jail, so Superman's tired of these villains going to jail and getting out. So he decides to kill the Joker, and then he's just starting to murder all these villains because he's tired of them getting out and committing the same crimes over again. And Batman's like, hey man, you can't do that. So yeah, because Batman doesn't kill because he doesn't kill. You can't. You gotta let the
But doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
He doesn't kill
Quite a few times.
on purpose. Hey, stuff
Well,
happens.
I don't
sometimes.
know. Yeah,
But-
dragging a car around
Just
city
like-
blocks, smacking it into
Yeah.
the
You
buildings.
just say, hey man, it just
They'll be
happened.
fine.
You can't kill anybody. I mean, if you're fighting and you happen to kill them, that's fine. But you can't. You can't be
Incidental
in
murders.
I mean, you can't be in a jail cell and I just come up and throw a batarang in between your eyes. Like you can't do that. That's basically what Superman was doing. He was like murdering people in jail.
Point blank.
Yeah, with his heat vision. So, yeah, they fight. Superman gets arrested.
Would it have
and then-
mattered if they were in jail though?
Would it matter?
It's Superman. He could have just.
You let him go and then shoot
It's
him.
Batman. Hey, Batman captured him. I'm gonna take his word for it. All right. If he said Superman is captured, I'm gonna believe him. He got kryptonite bars or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He gonna figure it out. It's Batman.
He's got
Well,
spray.
yeah.
That's his superpower. I can beat you.
Nah, Batman has contingency plans, man.
Yeah.
For
His
everybody.
superpower is I can beat you. That's his superpower. I'm Batman.
And he's rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Justice. Man, there's two specials. Like they have super moves. So there's two super moves on there that are crazy. One with Darkseid, which I have to say Darkseid is probably one of the coolest characters I've seen. Like, he stands in front of you with his hands behind his back. Like, I'm not worried about you. And his super move, he turns his back to you and shoots his Omega beams. They take you all around Earth, all around the galaxy. Hey, man, it's pretty awesome, man. I like it. So then going on to my other games that are a little bit different. There's a game called Kindergarten. You play as this little kid going through kindergarten, playing, getting beat up by bullies, getting your money stolen, trying to figure out what to eat, have a girlfriend, and then you start murdering other kids. That's where it's like, wait a minute,
Where'd
what?
that come from?
And then the teacher encourages it. Like, you know what? The teacher's like, you know what? I just don't feel like it. There's a way that we can get rid of these kids. Let's figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's what you start doing. And you start murdering kids.
What is the
And-
rating on this game?
I don't know what it is.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
I mean,
Rated E for
and the
everybody.
graphics on it, it's very elementary. Like, it's very,
Would you say kindergarten?
yeah, it's very kindergartenish. It looks like a kindergartner made the game. So, like, the violence isn't,
Was it
super
fun?
over the top. Yeah, it's fun, and it's you go around, you do different
That sounds
different
bad.
missions, you get different things,
But
and
did you enjoy it?
I had fun and I enjoyed
I'm
it.
sorry. That sounds terrible, man. They need to get rid of that game.
Well, what is it on? Like Steam and
Yeah,
all
it's
the
on
other
Steam. Yeah, all the
console.
all the consoles. So it's
That's interesting.
an interesting game. Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
it
go
sounds-
around collecting
That
stuff,
sounds horrible.
and you're
Well-
trying to figure out what happened to this one little boy that's gone disappearing. And I'm pretty sure it was the janitor, because the janitor's awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
It goes there.
Yeah.
Oh,
mhm.
So it kind of sounds like Bully from back in the
Yeah, like an
early
R-rated
2000s.
version of Bully. Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
I
I
mean, it's not
remember-
a whole bunch of like cussing and stuff like that, but
Right.
I mean, Bully, you don't kill anybody.
Right.
You can beat people up.
Because there was
shoot
a
'em
lot of
with-
controversy with Bully.
Oh, for what?
for coming out.
Was it? Was there? Was a Rockstar game, so this obviously gonna have controversy just because of that.
Right.
But what was the controversy for?
About being a bully, and this is going to teach kids.
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So now, as retaliation.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about that game.
Yeah.
Is that a Rockstar game, the kindergarten game?
No.
Nah,
Oh,
it's an
okay.
indie game. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Okay, so I got two more.
That's awful.
Well, actually three more. So there's a Outlast 2 that came out, which is it's a weird game and it's a cult, and I usually stay away from stuff like that. But the premises of it is that you don't have any weapons. You can't fight. You're not a fighter. You're like a what is the news reporter.
right.
And you get stuck in this crazy town, and the people all there are all zealots, and they're trying to kill you and your wife. So, but you don't have any weapons to fight back, so you just have to run and hide, and that's the whole premise of the game. And then
That's exciting.
I mean, it's intense, man. There's a lot of times, you just running. You don't know where you're going. There's no map or anything like that. You just have to run and hopefully slide up under a house or bust down a door and bust through the floor. It's pretty.
Isn't there
intense.
like a multiplayer version of that?
I don't think so.
Mm.
No, you might be thinking about something else.
Could be.
This is all pretty much horror. Oh, and at the same time, the dude's going crazy. That's the other thing I liked about it. Is he starts like you'll be
Your dude.
yeah, the guy that you're playing, you'll be in the forest in the middle of the night, and then you'll bust through a door, and all of a sudden you're back in school, and then you're trying to figure out how to go through school. It reminded me of the game Eternal Darkness. Have you ever played that before? That game is so good, man. Yeah, the whole sanity of it makes you feel like you're going crazy because
Right.
you're like, man, I was just running through the forest. Now I'm in the school. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in school, and then I'm back in the forest
So
again.
is it like Fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fear is a great game.
Yeah.
If you like to be scared, it's a first-person shooter. Not to derail, but just to give you an idea of the mental state. It's it's creepy.
Eternal
really
Darkness was like they actually had a sanity meter, and then once you start seeing weird stuff, your
Right.
sanity meter will go down, and then if it went all the way down,
Right.
then weird stuff would start happening, like your TV would cut off, or your volume would go all the way down where you couldn't hear, or you'll be sitting there trying to fix your console because you think something happened, and then it just made you feel like you were going crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that's Outlast 2. Then we got Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor. You sneak into your neighbor's house trying to get in the basement, figure out what's going on down there. I don't know what he's doing down there because the game is not completely out yet, but it's like hide and seek. Like you're trying to go in his house and you find it because to get in his basement you have to have like a hammer and you have to have a key and you have to have all these little things to get in his basement. But he's in the house, so if he sees you going in there, he's gonna kick you out. So you're trying to go in, going all around, trying to find the stuff, and he's chasing you around his house. His house is huge.
It reminds me of the movie Burbs. The
Yeah,
Burbs.
that's
Okay.
exactly kind of
Okay.
like what it is. So
That was the first thing I thought of when you started talking about it.
yeah, but it's a unique game because it's just you and him,
Right.
and he's chasing you the whole time, and you're trying to get in his house, and he just does a lot of weird stuff too because the game has a lot of bugs.
See,
it's still in.
In two of these games, actually all three of these games,
Mm.
it sounds like the character you're playing is the creepiest of all of them.
Trying to get in the neighbor's house to see what he's doing. Check.
Killing
Killing kids.
Killing kids, yeah.
And then
That's
you
not
go,
really creepy.
Well, I mean, you're
You're doing it for the teacher because the teacher's
Really?
like, hey, I'm tired of these
It's
kids
not creepy?
killing other little kids.
kind of
Killing
creepy.
little kids?
Kinda
Yeah.
creepy.
That's creepy.
And then you go insane as a news reporter.
That's not creepy.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you see.
I mean, yeah, you see some crazy stuff,
See?
but
Okay.
I mean, he was just trying to cover a news story,
Uh-huh.
and his helicopter crashed in
Sure
that
he
town.
was.
So the whole point of that game is to stay alive.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Outlast.
Stay alive, and yeah, you got to outlast and get out of. You're trying to get out of the town,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying. Well, actually, you're trying to find your wife to get out of town.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, your wife. Your wife is the anchor, and you're the
you're
cameraman.
cameraman.
Yeah. So y'all get separated, and then you're trying to find her and escape. But
All right.
then the last game I got was Telltale Games, which I didn't get to actually play Guardians of the Galaxy, but I think that's what I'm gonna do this month and talk about it next month. But Telltale Games, have y'all ever played any of those? And they're pretty good. They're all story based, so it's a story going on, and you just select whatever you want the character to say, and usually that'll end up I guess, like driving your path of the story. So there's like a Walking Dead game, which was, man, that was awesome. That was a really good game. And then there's a Game of Thrones game that they made, Telltale, which was good too. So hopefully Guardians of the Galaxy will be good. So and play it and see what happens. So that does it for LeBron Games. Did I scare you?
Yeah, thanks for waking us up, man. We was over falling asleep.
Oh, you falling asleep on my segment, LeBron Games?
Yeah.
It was the quickest segment, man.
It was pretty quick.
It was.
Yeah.
It was quicker
It's
than
quicker
yours.
than, well, wait a minute. First of all, I kept getting interrupted. That's one
No,
thing.
That's a good thing,
we
though,
were
man.
injecting flavor into your
Yeah,
segment.
whatever.
That's a good
Okay.
thing, because no one interrupted me, because
Right.
y'all didn't know what I was talking about. He's like, oh, he's talking about games.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I was
mean,
out. I was checked out.
Yeah,
I wasn't checked out. Just I hadn't played those before.
yeah,
I'm not a gamer, so.
yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Ooh. Yeah, his eyesight and hand coordination is bad.
I'm just a little older, so I'm just not a gamer.
What's that got to
Arthritis
do
in the
with it?
fingertips.
I don't know. Yeah,
Old
apparently,
people don't play games.
old people don't play games because games are for kids.
I ain't got time to be playing no games, man.
You got time.
No, I ain't
You
got
got
no
time to sit
man.
up and watch movies and TV shows. You
Yeah,
got time to
I
play
got time.
games.
And read books.
Yeah, and read books. Goodness.
Yeah,
Come on, books.
reading books is, hey, that's good stuff. Ain't time wasting
Playing video games, is it?
Ain't time playing no games, man.
What's the difference between a game and a movie?
Well, you know what? Back in the days, games used to have strategy. You had to learn, But these games here, you just kill, man. Shoot up, kill, man. Tell me what the strategy is in that.
It's not really
Well, I have
strategy.
no idea, man.
It's
You know
really
what-
strategy. You're just learning the pattern.
It's a little bit
it's all,
more.
it's all
strategy.
pattern. It's all pattern.
So you think there's no strategy to killing stuff? You think you just go in there and press a button and everybody dies?
No. No, but it's no point. I mean, you really
There's no point in watching a TV show. It's all about the ride to get there, man. It's all about the story
whatever.
there.
Okay, whatever. We're not having this debate 'cause I'm sleepy and I ain't got time for this. Go ahead. Justin.
This dude ain't got time for nothing. He ain't got time for video games. He ain't got time for debating. Why are you here?
What do you have time for?
This is his
Oh,
time.
listen to you.
TVs and movies, apparently.
What you got?
All right, so my first YouTube video premiere will
Yes.
finally be up in a day or two.
Clap it up, clap it up.
As soon as it uploads, it's all edited and done,
Awesome.
and I had it rendered, I guess you'd say,
Yeah.
today. I tried starting to upload
Mm.
when I was on my way here, but then Jen called and it was affecting her ability to watch TV, so I told her to stop, and I'll start it again later. So
Yeah,
it
that's
should
gonna
be
be
up
an
in a day or
overnight
two.
thing,
Yeah. It's going to take a little while.
Well, if you need help uploading it,
How long is
I can
Well,
upload it.
it's only about 13 minutes long,
it? Okay.
but
18 gigs.
when it rendered, it was 14 gigs.
Mm.
I mean, it is in 1080, so
Yeah.
I guess that's taking up some of the space. But
Yeah.
yeah, the video. I mean, it looks all right for a first video. It's pretty good.
I
Byron saw
enjoyed
earlier.
it.
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
it. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Mhm.
I'm proud of it for a first video.
Sure.
I got
Yeah.
a lot of work to do. I pretty much copied almost exactly stylistically one of the guys I watch on YouTube, Jimmy DiResta.
Mm.
But I really enjoy watching his videos. They're all played in fast forward. There's no real talking. There's not a lot of garbage in it. But you can just watch him build something,
Mm.
and that's what I prefer to do. So there's a couple people I'm going to try to. I'm pretty much going to copy their style and test it out until I figure out a good
Your
mix
own
of
style.
what I like.
Yeah.
So and that'll help give me some practice. So the video's pretty much played all in fast forward, and I kind of like that for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't like waiting all day for you to fiddle with something. Just get on with it already. Let me see.
That's a mistake that you see
Yeah.
a lot of like how-tos do.
Yes, they
It's
just
like they'll
ramp
just let
along.
it go,
Yeah.
and it's like
I don't need to see this.
I don't need to watch you install an application.
Right,
I
right.
know what happens.
Right.
Unless you're changing some settings,
Right.
you pretty much sit, install, and let it go.
And that's how I
So-
felt watching a lot of the tutorials for the VSDC. They just ram in the very
Yeah.
beginning. They're like, "Oh, well, you can do so much with this." Yeah, I know you can edit video with it. It's fantastic. Let's get on with
Yeah.
whatever it is you're going to tell me.
Well,
So-
there's also some things that people like put like a table of contents in their description for the thing,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll jump to the
Oh,
time
I've never
code.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, so very rarely it's done, but when it's done, you're like, oh, thank God this guy did this, because
Right.
you have the intro that you were talking
Mhm.
about. or you can just get on with it.
Right.
and
The whole
click on
reason
the
I clicked on the video was because it said you were going to do this, and that's what I don't want you to tell me
Yeah.
about it. You've already
Right.
told me that you're
You
going
can
to do
do
it,
it.
so do it.
I hate that,
Yeah.
man. And you're like, okay, I know. It's like, oh yeah, there's so much stuff you can do. You could do this, you could do that, you could do that. I'm like, okay,
That's why I'm
what
here.
trying to
Yeah,
figure
that's-
out. You don't need to tell me that. Just get on with it, man.
Yeah, I think the perfect videos I've seen, they're like sped up, or like they're like these little food recipe videos. I see them on people on Facebook. They have like a recipe of
Right.
someone cooking something, and
Mhm.
they'll season it. You see them season it, put it in the pan, cook it, then
Mix
it's
it,
done.
and
Yeah.
then-
Right.
So like they don't spend time talking about, okay, well you get this and that. It's just, hey, we're making it. We made it. There
Right.
it is. It's done.
I'm
Like-
sprinkling salt. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know it's salt. It's
Yeah, right.
fantastic.
Because it's in the ingredient list. We
Yeah.
know there's
Yeah,
salt
so it
involved.
goes real fast. Like, hey, this is the ingredients. This is what I'm putting in, and kind of goes.
Yeah, as long as like the breakdown, isn't skipped over. Because
Mhm.
there are times where I've seen like instructional videos one way or another, where they're going through it and it's like, when did they do that? How did
Right.
I'm trying to follow along. It's like, where'd you
Yeah.
get this from? And it's like, well, let's mix the ingredients or set the certain depth of cut here. Okay, and then we watch the cut and you speed that part up
Right.
because it's who needs to sit there and watch mixing or
Right.
something
Yeah. Who
getting
cares?
carved.
Who
Right.
cares about all that?
Yeah.
Right. I feel the same way when I'm watching people make stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend an hour there watching you either. Just get on.
Mm.
Just get
Oh,
on with
man.
it already. We don't need to see every single detail. I mean, if you're doing a detailed instruction, that's one thing. But
Right.
I don't know that I plan on doing a lot of. I might try an instructional video just to see how it works. But
Right.
that's probably not really my thing.
Mm.
Yeah. But I'm
Just showing the process.
yeah.
Just
yeah.
showing what you started with and then what ended up.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that pretty much it?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
just
could still probably
how it
like
went along the way.
figure out like, okay, he did this and did that, and then okay, let me try to do that too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually what I get out of the videos when I'm watching when they play it in fast. It's not instructional; it's fast forward or whatever. I'm looking at what they do, and if it's something that I'm curious about, I'll
Yeah.
just go back in the video and watch that part a couple times. But I see how they did
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff too you want to kind of figure out on your own, like stuff like that. Like you don't necessarily want someone to tell you step by step this is what you want to do. You kind of want to fill it out on your own and figure out how to do it yourself.
Yeah, everybody's got a different way of approaching something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come at it in different ways. And then the Bearded Maker was the YouTube channel. So there'd be nothing posted right now because it's be the first video, so it doesn't show up in search results until you actually have content.
So no spaces. The
no,
Bearded
it'd be
Maker.
there's spaces.
Okay.
The Bearded Maker, yeah.
Okay.
With
So
spaces.
you do a
yeah.
search for the Bearded Maker and it should
Yeah.
show up.
As soon as it's published, because right now it won't. I've tried searching, nothing comes up until the video's out. So give me a day or two and search for it. By the time this is actually
Well, the channel should still be there, right?
no, the channel won't
Really?
show up until you have content.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I kept trying to search for it, and I was
Right.
like, what's
Where-
going
where-
on? But
where
then
am I?
if you read at the bottom, it
Right.
says nothing.
Just throw a quick
Yeah.
video up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to my channel. Hope you have fun.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
Did you catch what I
Good
just
idea.
said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said hope
Get
you
it
have
active.
fun.
Yeah. Or the
Watching me.
intro video.
But you could actually have fun
hope
doing
you have
yours because
fun.
they might be trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
maybe.
could actually have
But
fun.
not too much fun.
Yeah.
Just
No.
enough fun.
No,
No,
it's
not at
fun,
all.
man.
Yeah.
Creating stuff is fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, now I don't know.
Putting up content.
I don't. Huh?
Putting up content.
I don't
is
think
fun.
the actual creating it is fun, but once you've seen what you've done, I think that's the fun.
I like
end
the
result.
process.
Yeah.
I like the process.
I enjoy I get frustrated, but I'm usually happy at the end.
Yeah,
Right,
at the end, yeah.
'Cause
It's
I,
rewarding.
Like, man, I did this.
well, I like the process because I tend to break things down when I'm doing something. So like, when with the last video that we uploaded or that I uploaded of the last video podcast we did, I figured out with the help of Google, as everybody figures out with Google, how to do the floating name tags
Yeah.
on the video. And the problem that I had was that it was black and red with white text, and what was happening was the black portion of the effect was getting washed out. So it was
Oh.
kind of like it was like almost in like ghosting
Yeah.
or ethereal type, second dimension. So I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. I was like, well, the saturation's up, and it was the level of the element, so it needed to be on the top. So otherwise, it was kind of like floating behind the video. as opposed
So
to being
on
on
the
top,
top of the screen or on the top layer?
the top layer.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the first layer in
Right.
the listings of layers. So it had to be above in the layer list above the video as a primary like key.
Right.
So because I was like, well, what? It shouldn't make a difference because it's actually it would be you would think the video is base, and then the graphics would go on top of that. Now the graphics have to go first as the primary focus, and then the video is actually the background.
Yeah, that's
To-
interesting. I would think
the-
it's the opposite.
Yeah, right. So when I figured that out, I was sitting on the bowl when I figured that out. I was watching some YouTube videos. I was like, hey, wait a second, this makes sense.
Oh, glad you shared.
Hey, well,
TMI.
you know, it's like coming up with an idea in the shower.
Sorry, Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Matt just had to share that with everybody.
But
sorry.
I mean,
Hope you all got a mental picture.
A lot of great ideas happen in the bathroom now.
They do now, or are you saying?
I mean, in the past,
That's
like
what it
for
said now.
people, generally speaking, a lot of ideas happen while somebody was taking a shower or something else, and usually brushing their teeth in the bathroom.
Sure.
You know, what do you mean, sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with
Okay.
that. We're gonna go with
You've
that.
never had an idea when you're in the shower
Throne?
closet
On the throne?
when you're
No.
sitting on
There's
your
nothing else to do.
cast
So.
iron throne. What?
Well, yeah, back in the day, because there was nothing else to do. But now,
No, I'm asking you. You've never had an idea or had
I'm
an
sure I have.
epiphany? Okay.
it's the Oval Office.
You
Right.
know what?
What?
While I was sitting there, I had an idea.
You got time to think, man.
Right.
There's nothing else to do.
Right. You know, Byron reads a book.
You thinking about getting rid of that waste, man? You thinking about no idea?
What?
You ain't thinking all that, dude.
That was quite southern of you.
So other than the video, the other thing I got is the angry black man over here shared some.
Oh yeah.
Had me watch a conspiracy theory video.
Oh, here we go.
Mr. Al. I don't even know how you say his name. Is it Bielik?
Yeah, Balick.
Balick?
One of them.
Yeah,
one of those.
Al Balick seems to have traveled in time,
Yes.
and he tells his story of time travel.
Gotta watch it, man.
I mean,
My soul is hurting just listening to that.
it was fun to listen to.
See what I'm saying? It's almost like reading a good book. 'Cause
Right.
it's
It definitely
fantasy,
wasn't
man.
fun to watch. It's
Yeah.
just him sitting at a desk talking, and he's very, he has a very moist mouth when he talks. It's very hard to not focus on
a
that
terrible
sound.
word.
Right. Yeah. He's very, very mouthy, and yeah.
No, stop.
He was an old guy, man.
Oh
He has,
man.
he has an excessive amount of saliva.
I didn't get any of that when I watched it because
You
I was
didn't?
not
I
paying
can't
attention
help
to
but
that.
notice
Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't help but
sometimes I
notice
couldn't
it.
help but notice that either. Hate
So-
when people go right before they talk. Yeah. So
Sorry, stop.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
hate
way
that.
more than that. It's way more. Like he's drinking a lot. He drinks a lot, and you can hear him swallow. It's way more.
So
It's a little
he was
brutal.
like right up on the mic.
Yeah, I know his mic is
Well, no,
like on his throat.
I think it was
like-
on his shirt
Oh,
or something,
yeah.
but it was a super powered
it's
mic.
right
It
on
was
his
getting
throat.
Everything. Yeah.
Right.
You watched it too?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey man, you give an accurate description here.
Did you hear how excited Byron got when he thought you watched
You watched it too?
Yeah, man.
I'll go watch it. I didn't even.
I watch it just for the sake of watching it, man. But
Yeah,
I
it
want
was
to
okay.
I want to hear your
okay.
thoughts on it. Go ahead.
So,
Relax.
so ultimately, I'll get straight to the point.
Mhm.
And you know, Jen mentioned this earlier, and I have to say I completely agree with her. I don't think he's lying, but I don't think it happened.
Okay.
I think it happened in his mind
Mhm.
that he's telling the truth, but I don't think some of the things he said just didn't make sense to me. And
Mhm.
I tried to take into account the fact that I guess the video was recorded. It says in the comments it was recorded in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I have no idea when it was really recorded. It looked like
wow.
an 80s recording to me because
Mhm.
it was very
Grainy.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Taken with a potato.
right, and the guy's he's had to be what late 50s, early
Mhm.
60s at
Yeah.
best,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So he's aging. He traveled through time, so I'm
Yes.
sure that's confusing, right? You're
That's
gonna
got to
get
wear on your
details-
body too.
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah,
get your
he mentioned
details
something
mixed
about
up.
being in the
12
hospital.
monkeys.
So I was trying to consider all
Ever
that.
seen
but-
12 Monkeys?
Mhm.
Yeah. Every time you get back, you're just a little bit different.
Right, yeah, I could see that. You know, he's probably messed up a little bit. So he left 1943, right?
Yeah.
And then in the first time jump, they jumped off the Eldridge, which I'm guessing is a naval ship. him and a friend of his jumped off the ship, right? So then they
Like physically jumped off the ship?
Correct.
That's not what they call time travel.
correct. They
They
jumped.
jumped.
Right.
Okay.
They went over the edge of the
Right.
ship towards,
Okay.
I guess, the ocean. He
Ocean.
didn't specify at that point. He just said
Okay.
the Eldridge. I'm guessing that was a naval ship.
Okay.
So that's how he time traveled.
Right. They fell into
Just-
hyperspace, is what he said. Well, they
Naturally.
jumped off the ship and fell into hyperspace.
Absolutely.
He said he don't know how they got there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So they
It's right
left
there, right?
1943. They woke up in a hospital,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
At 1943, right?
When did he jump off the ship?
1943.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and he's in a hospital in
Right.
1943.
No.
No, okay.
He wakes up in a hospital.
2044 or something like that, or was it
2137.
2137?
Okay.
Almost 200 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So 1943. That's World War II, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So they wake up in a hospital, and
Right.
he said the first thing they noticed was color TV. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure in 200 years, I don't know, from 1943 to the year 2000, hospital equipment has changed.
I would think so. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I woke up, the TV would probably
yeah.
not be the first thing I noticed.
And noticing that it's color. would
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right, and that's a minor detail.
Sure.
It
Color
just it
TV.
started to cast doubt when I heard these little. I was like, that really? That's the first thing you noticed was the TV? But that
Can you imagine what the
Neither here nor
TV,
there.
what a TV is gonna look like in 21?
Yeah,
What'd
we
you
have
say?
no idea.
2143.
21,
Probably
43?
it would probably be like a disembodied screen.
Maybe like hologram, like you're not
Something.
Really watching.
Just floating up there.
There's probably not even TV. Anyway.
So it's almost 200 years.
Right.
Right, and then he said they started asking questions naturally.
Naturally.
Right, you
Yeah.
start asking questions.
What happened?
Right.
How's
So-
that TV up there in color? No, I'm not sure that's what he asked, but I think I'm not gonna interrupt you.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He went along the line of them watching some of the news
Right. Yeah.
that was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess they were talking about some of the geographic change in
Right.
America.
Yep.
So those guys asked for a map. So then they kind of got a picture of what America was like, because I guess there was a bunch of natural disasters and a bunch of other stuff that happened.
Right. He said there was nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right? So World War III happened. We got into a nuclear war, and then after that, there was a lot of changes to the Earth that happened. The population was down to, let's see, about 300 million world population,
Whoa.
and the U.S. was down to 50 million.
Whoa.
And he's in a hospital.
He's in a hospital,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
So pretty much militaries run the country. There's no
Mhm.
government anymore,
Okay.
right? So when they looked at the map, right, you pretty much have all the mountainous areas
Right.
and the plain areas are above water.
Right.
Everything else you could consider underwater,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So the East Coast's underwater. Most
Yeah.
of Florida's underwater.
Right.
West Coast is underwater.
Right.
So you still have the plain states, and then the Rockies and the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Right.
So and then there was a separate video where they showed just a map of the world in a different video
Okay.
of all, relative to the U.S. being underwater.
Right.
Almost all of Europe was underwater.
Right.
Most of Africa, China was above water, but Japan and all those places were pretty much gone. So
Right.
most of the world, most of the land was gone.
Right.
Right. So it would make sense.
Sure.
What are we at? 7 billion right now in
Yeah.
the world? Yeah,
Mhm.
it would make sense that you would drop if most of the land goes away.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just not going to work.
So it's turned into Waterworld at this point.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mountainous regions, a few plain regions, and the rest is just water.
And then Kevin Costner walks into the
No,
hospital.
stop it.
No.
So, most of everything was underwater. But he said they woke up, right? They woke up in the hospital. So they found their bodies and brought them in. But he said they were in military uniform. But
Okay.
he said now the country is run by military.
Right.
The military had no questions for them. No concerns. They showed up in these weird military uniforms from 200 years ago.
Right.
Right? Nobody cared.
He may have just forgotten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know about you, but our military
Right,
right
yeah,
now, if you
right.
showed up from a military uniform,
You would
200
be
Right.
locked up somewhere.
sure, yeah,
And
yeah. They definitely
Talk
at least
to.
probably have some questions, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all get those
Right.
from?
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a facility somewhere until they
Right.
figure out what's going
Yeah.
on.
I'm sure there weren't any museums to rob either.
So
So,
right,
Yeah.
right. So he said he was walking around the hospital, and then he time jumped again.
Just randomly walking
Just walking
with no escort, armed or otherwise.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. All right.
And this time he jumps to, he jumps to 2749. So about 600 years
27.
from where he was.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I can only imagine from now, right?
Right.
That would be about 700 years,
Yeah.
right? A little more than 700 years. It's got to be completely different.
You would think.
It's got to be.
Right. Especially if most of the planet was underwater for some time, even if it refroze.
Right. So now the population that he found out a way is world population is 500 million, and they keep it that way.
Okay.
Because that's all they want. It gets really weird in this part. They keep it that way.
Isn't this the time machine from H.G. Wells? I mean, that's
Maybe.
what it's kind of sounding
Maybe.
like.
What I started getting from this, right? Because he goes, we go. I don't want to run on too long, but he goes
Right.
into. There's a group of people called the wing makers, and there's a whole bunch about this group of people that on a separate
W-I-N-G wing?
wing, yeah, like
Yeah.
you fly the
Okay.
wing maker. If you just
Right.
Google the wing, there's loads of stuff about these guys,
Okay.
right? Apparently, did anybody ever watch Fringe, the TV
Yes.
show?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you know the bald guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's these guys.
Okay.
Essentially.
Right.
That's what the more he talked,
Right.
I kept thinking about Fringe.
Right.
Except the difference is he traveled through time and they had two alternate worlds.
Right, right.
Right. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So he said now that they have floating cities. Right, so you don't have cities necessarily on the land. Not that everything's covered in water, but they just don't have floating, or they don't have cities on the land anymore. They have floating cities because they've mastered anti-gravity. Right, so the
Right.
cities float. Right, that's where I started. He started to go over an edge there, but it's 700 years, right, from
Anything
now.
can happen. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like
700
that.
years with
I would hope that it would be figured out
Yeah, but
within 100 years
yeah,
of
but we
now.
have much less people in the world, and
What?
much less land to figure all this. out.
That's
No,
impossible.
Now he said every
Yeah, that's
300 stories, 300 floors, they installed another anti-gravity.
Oh, okay.
So the weight
300.
wouldn't crush down their anti. So every
Right.
so often, more anti-gravity. every
That's
so
still
often.
high. 300 stories for a
Right.
building.
But if you're walking on that anti-gravity, would you not float?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems
I don't-
odd that you would stack anti-gravity. If it's anti-gravity upwards,
Right.
I don't know how this works. Clearly, I'm not a physicist, but
Right.
doesn't something have to push down?
An
Yeah,
anti-gravity
in order,
device.
or else it would
float away.
Right.
and then it would go into the atmosphere and then just kind of hover there.
Right. So the way this place worked is the AI would determine if you were fit for society or not. Right.
Okay.
If it deemed that you would fit in, you were
I'm
allowed
screwed.
to participate. Now, jobs were not required. He said it was a fully socialist society, right? You didn't have to work. Everything was provided for you.
Okay.
But you were encouraged to work
Right.
to pay back
Your
something.
IA overlords.
Essentially, you were encouraged to work to participate in society, to benefit society, but you
Did you just say I?
you didn't have to.
Intelligence artificial. It's French.
Oh man, I think you're taking a shot. Man.
So if the AI determined that you weren't suitable to fit in, you were terminated,
Terminated.
killed.
Oh.
Oh, so if you didn't make the list, then it's-
Right? Yeah. If you didn't make the cut mentally, it
My question
had
is-
like a series of questions, and if you didn't make it, you were killed.
How did he
You were
know?
put
How
out.
did
You
he
know what,
find
man?
all this out?
He got an interview with the AI, so he could go talk to him.
see, this is a movie right here, man.
Right. So he went and
Okay.
talked to the AI, and the AI answered some of the questions he had.
Okay.
It didn't know who built it, right? And
Right.
he also said this bothered me a little bit too. He said there was no maintenance required on it. If one of them stopped working, they just replaced it. Isn't that maintenance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who replaced
Right.
it?
But
And how did they know how to work on it if they don't know who created it?
well, AI is
It
software.
It replaced itself. Did it replace itself,
But
or
he didn't say.
he didn't say?
Right.
Well, AI is software based, so the hardware. I mean, are there multiple AI devices being?
Well, the AI's
How can AI
there's
do
one in each
anything?
city that
Oh,
controls
okay.
the city, and then
Right.
they all communicate with each
Together.
other.
So there's
Right.
a cloud somewhere.
Apparently.
Oh.
Right.
Mm.
So.
I'm
he-
still stuck on 2 Mile High buildings.
Right. Yeah. That one bothered me too.
All right, I'm gonna get you a better one, man. All right.
No. I'm not saying it was
How would
bad.
you go to the top floor?
It was
I don't think you,
try-
can.
You
well, you have
jump-
the anti-gravity
jump
stuff.
on
Yeah, you just
anti-gravity.
jump.
Yeah.
Just jump.
It wasn't bad. It was really interesting to
No, it
listen
was.
to.
It's a great story. That's
Right.
why I said. That's why I liked it. It
It's
was a great
good
story.
exercise in critical thinking to
Yeah,
listen to the
it's a
guy and
great
hear what he,
story,
and then
man.
be like, wait a minute, what is? No, that can't be.
This could be like a sci-fi version of Big Fish.
No.
You know the what?
No.
What do you mean?
No. Hey,
What do you mean no?
I
just
thought
said
I-
no.
Flat out no.
Wrong.
No.
Shut
no,
up.
Wrong.
No, stop.
No, I
Stop talking.
I thought I got you. I thought it was because that guy had a couple videos, and I thought I got you the one where he was
No, they were good. I'm not
was
saying.
talking about the aliens.
I'm not
That-
trying to
that was-
bash the guy.
No, that was the one.
Is
I
the
am.
same guy talking about aliens now?
Yeah.
Oh no, we haven't got there yet.
Time
Oh, yeah.
travel
Okay,
and
so the
aliens?
one saying that they worked for. Yeah. Okay.
Right,
okay,
we
cool.
haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'm sorry. So that's the one I was really.
This is riveting. I'm
Oh, like,
excited
sorry.
about
You
this.
really should listen.
Yeah,
to
man.
it.
It's good, man. I'm telling you,
It's
man.
not unless you were being sarcastic then.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather listen to people talking about it because, then we can share in the jocularity.
Right.
But when you watch them,
treasure.
you can't. You just go.
Jocularity.
The treasure on the YouTube.
And
Awesome.
you could tell
Vocabulary.
you could tell he was like he wasn't playing. He was serious.
He was
Like
serious.
to
Oh, yeah,
him,
he was
to
right.
him it happened.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
see,
it
that
did.
would annoy
Right.
me. That would annoy. It
Why
would
would
be
it
like,
annoy you?
why does this guy think this is real?
What happened to
is
his
wrong
friend?
with
Man,
him?
how could you tell someone if
His
they believe
friend
this is
stayed
wrong?
behind. Right,
Mhm.
it gets
If they
really
believe it,
weird
they
with
believe
his
it.
friend.
Yeah.
His friend stayed
ridiculous.
behind when he finally made it back to the present. Right. Which I don't know how you could make it exact. So it would be like they didn't time travel, right?
Mhm.
If you made
That
it
never
back-
makes any sense.
Right.
You can never go back to the present.
Right. You would still have aged while you were gone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So how can you go back and be that?
Person.
Right.
Again.
So
You're-
what he said was you can get messed up. He gave it a specific word. I don't remember what the word is. You could get messed up and your time loop or time something is off, right? And you start aging really rapidly. So what they do is take your consciousness and put it in a newborn. They implant it in a random newborn, and when that person becomes of age,
Mhm.
your consciousness takes over. So apparently this happened to his friend over and over again until he started to
Oh.
kind of lose his mind a little bit, which you kind of did when you were implanted in someone else's, right?
Wow.
So yeah, it got really crazy.
Mhm.
But somewhere along the lines, the aliens they were captured by aliens, and the aliens wanted them to recover some equipment from them. Yeah, it took a left turn.
They're
Oh,
having
yeah,
some
man.
really
Yeah.
crappy luck.
Right? Yeah. Don't ever fall into
What
hyperspace.
was that,
Off
what was
the
that movie with Eric Bana when that kept happening to him? He just kept randomly time traveling.
I forgot the name of that movie.
Yeah,
I know what
that was a good movie.
It's interesting. It's interesting to listen to. Anyway, he's talking about the time thing. And you're kind of following along. Yeah, it's probably didn't happen, but okay, I can follow that. I can follow that.
Let
And
me
then he says,
suspend
and then he's like, so then we were on such and such planet with the aliens of that planet, and you're like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
I'm not saying there's no such thing as aliens, but you just took a weird
Hey man.
you left a gap there as to how you
So
got
how
there.
did you get there?
Right.
Yeah. It's a fantastic.
You don't go from 0 to aliens without an explanation.
Right. So they ended up working for aliens, and then he went back to the present after they got the aliens what they needed. They were sent back to the present, and then he just worked. He got a government grant and worked in aerospace for a while, developing rockets and engines. Talk to aliens, and you're developing a rocket,
Yeah.
right? You didn't get anything from them, nothing.
Like
You didn't
and
talk to them about nothing.
gravitational.
Right.
We didn't get those parts. We got those parts here,
Shields.
man.
Right.
Phasers,
So
tractor
anti-gravity.
beams.
We don't got those parts here, man. We can't do that.
So nonetheless, I'm not going to keep rambling on about this, but nonetheless, you should. It's worth a listen.
Okay.
It is, man.
It's entertaining to listen to.
See,
It's fun.
that's what I'm saying. Man. It was fun.
It all comes back to
It's fun.
you
to
watched
listen to.
something and you had fun.
You didn't feel terrible after watching it. You thought it was. I mean, you got a chance to break it down.
Now,
Uh.
let me ask you.
But it was a good exercise in critical
But
thinking.
I want to, before you go on, Matt, I want to thank Jonathan Womble because he always has something very interesting on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's where you got
That's
it?
where I got it.
Oh, is
from,
that where you
yes.
got it? Yeah.
You just watch his feed, man. He always got something out there.
I mean,
It's
it
always
was
something
interesting to listen to. I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah, I feel pretty confident saying that's horseshit. But
What?
yeah.
I don't know. What you were telling me there?
Yeah.
I was starting to believe it.
I mean, the guy. You could tell the guy's serious though.
Right.
He
He
is
believes it.
serious.
He believes it, man.
And he's got very specific things that he says and very specific
Yeah.
timelines.
Yeah.
It's called. He said he took part in the Philadelphia Project. That's what it was called, the Philadelphia Project.
Mm-hmm.
Because
The time travel. It was called the Philadelphia.
right.
I wrote it down.
What
Hold on.
project, man? You just fell off a ship. Like,
Philadelphia Experiment. I'm sorry, I got it wrong.
Okay, because there was the Manhattan Project,
Right.
which was the
That was the
atomic
nuclear
bomb.
weapons. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, man.
Okay.
That was a good thing I got from his page. I enjoyed it. Fantastic story.
Okay.
Al,
Maybe I'll watch it.
Al Balick was the guy's name.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, man. There's some good stuff on the internet. You want a good
Y'all ever
good
seen
watch.
that movie
But you
with
entertain.
Eric Bana where he just randomly teleports
I
and he
don't
can't control
remember.
it?
I don't remember. It sounds. It was. It's not a new movie, right?
No,
No,
it's
no,
an
no,
old
Not a
movie.
while ago.
Yeah.
It was based
I
on
think-
him and his wife or something like that. He was
Yeah, and he had met his wife when she was like a
Oh,
little girl.
Time Traveler's daughter or Time Traveler's wife?
Wife, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
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 Sounds
I
like
did see
that. He
Okay.
just couldn't control it and he just
Right.
randomly
And
teleport.
he knows what happens at the end, and every time he's kind of like reliving his experience with her. I think if I remember right, like he knows she. Spoiler.
That's not a spoiler. This movie's like
Yeah.
10 years
that
old.
Nobody
movie's so
cares.
old, ain't nobody.
She
I
dies.
think it's a chick flick, so.
Like she died. She had like cancer. It was.
No, he dies.
Oh, was it him?
Yeah, well, because he remembers seeing his he saw his daughter one time,
Right.
and she was like, "Oh, Daddy," and
Right.
she was all excited to see him because she hadn't seen him because he's
Right.
been dead. And he said he also noticed whenever he travels, he's never older
Right.
than like 40 or something like
Mm.
that. So he was trying to figure out how he dies.
Right.
Yeah, he does die.
So okay. So it was
Yeah.
similar to.
But they did.
That was
I
good.
did read an article not too long ago saying that somebody. Man, this is so. I can't even validate this either. They mathematically proved that time travel is possible. Mathematically.
I don't understand that, man. I could see maybe going forward, but
Yeah,
back,
going forward, but
never,
not back. I
man.
don't think back, but
I don't
forward.
think back
I think
would
you
ever
can.
be possible.
So then you could only go forward. You could never.
Yeah,
come
you
back.
could only
You
go
never go
forward. You
back.
could never come back.
Well, there was also a
'Cause it doesn't make sense.
theory of multiple realities too.
Yeah,
So-
but that has nothing to do with time travel, right?
You would be creating a different reality.
Right.
If you,
I mean,
especially if you go back, you would
Well,
have to.
What-
Technically, it would be different if
Right.
you time travel, right?
yeah, because different decision made.
Sure.
There is your kind of going back in time to correct a thing. So
Yeah.
if you could hop to that other reality, then you could, in essence, go back in time to make a different decision, whether to go left or right. In your reality, you may have gone right.
Right, but
in
the
that other
effect
thing.
the effect you had on other things by the decision you had
Right.
in that particular world would
Mhm.
still that would matter.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So it
So
would.
you would change another future
Well,
for many other people.
for that time, if you were able to skip time, the realities. So let's say you have like two lines in tangent,
Mm-hmm.
one going left, one going right.
Right.
It's happening currently. If you can jump to that other
You're saying both are
same
Right,
time,
okay, yeah.
parallel
Right.
parallel universes.
right.
You-
Both
if you-
decisions were made.
Right.
Right.
So one was left, one was right.
Right.
If you can get to the other one, correcting that timeline, you would be in essence going back in time, changing.
Right, but if
even
both
though it's-
decisions were made, how could you correct it? You could only be on one or
You're
the
saying
other.
two different.
There's two timelines happening at the same time.
Right.
It's and then you have left and right.
Right.
Okay, you're on the right. Something bad happens.
It's confusing. when
So
you-
what I'm saying is, you're saying only one of two of those exist.
No, they both exist.
Right. Well, then, if you went back, you would only be jumping to
No,
a different.
but
one.
I'm not actually saying you're actually going back in time.
Right.
By choosing the other reality,
Right.
being able to travel to the other reality,
Right.
you're
time traveling.
you're as if you're correcting the decision that you made.
Right. But you couldn't correct it if both were already made. It's not a
Right.
matter of
but,
correction.
But your perception is, I made a right. Okay, if I'm able to go to this other timeline.
Right. Individually, it
Right,
would be a
yes.
different experience.
Right.
But it's already happened.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
No,
Right.
it's always going to be already happened.
Mhm.
But instead of like a 1, you put a 0. Because in this reality, I put 1.
One,
The-
1, 0,
The
1.
other reality, in the other reality, it's 0. But I'm going to choose to go to that one because I know
Shout
what
out
happened with
Trinity
this
Blue.
one. So,
What? I was trying to follow y'all, man.
were you? Were
yeah.
you really? I
It's-
don't know.
my
You
brain-
you leaned back.
Man, my brain can't comprehend time travel, man.
But
It just,
and that's what I'm saying is it's not actually time travel. If you only had two options
yeah.
that you had to make a decision on.
Yeah, but see, you're talking about multiverse. You're
Yeah,
not
right.
talking
We're
about
talking
time.
No, that's what
we're
I'm
just
saying.
talking about one line.
But
And
but
we're
I'm
just
saying
traveling forward. It wouldn't.
It-
We're
it's-
not talking about parallel stuff. We're just. I'm here.
But if
I,
you-
I
if-
time travel
Yeah,
to
but if you time
sometime
travel,
in the future.
if you time travel forward,
Sometime to the
you
future.
just created something
A hole.
new.
Yeah.
Because when you left, you're not there anymore. That whole time period, you're not there anymore. So that's gonna create a different like reality. Because whatever that you were gonna do in there is not, it's not gonna happen now.
But what if you were never going to do that?
Well, then that would be
Then it
another,
wouldn't happen.
And
that's
you were,
another
you were
path
always
that you,
going to time.
another
you were always
Exactly.
gonna time
It was
travel.
always gonna happen. So
Yeah, that's why it doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
I don't see how you could come back though, because
No,
you
I
couldn't-
don't think you can't come back.
If you
No,
come
you
back,
can't. Once
you would
you go
already be
forward,
there.
If you did, you would have to come back right. You have to come back after you left
After
the
you
first
left.
time. But you would not be that same. You couldn't be like if you left when you were 45 and you were gone for 5 years and came back. You would still be 50 when
Right.
you came back.
Yeah.
Yes.
To you.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
to everybody really.
Yeah, because your body
Right. You still aged.
experienced that time.
Right.
That time.
So wouldn't that be weird just to see somebody the next day and like 10 years old?
Right.
Damn, man, what happened
I
to
don't
you?
know. That's what it felt like from last year. I feel like I'm 80 now. Maybe I time traveled.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. You
Or
should
my
be
body,
doing it.
my joints.
Why would you come back?
My joints.
You can't
time-
come back,
My
man.
conscious
Oh,
maybe came back.
This guy also claimed to have been reprogrammed many times.
Reprograms.
Like the memories from his travels were wiped clean, but yet he remembers these two specifically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what's
So
awesome.
in essence,
Yeah.
in the sequel, he'll have other.
He could remember
Yeah,
more.
Yeah,
who
who
knows?
more.
They
Who
were
knows?
time gated.
Right. And then they knew
How many
another
views does
fella.
this video have?
They knew another
wanna know.
fella that
Oh,
could deprogram
man,
him.
they got a lot of views, man. I'll tell
Right.
you.
Where's that guy? He's in the future, the deprogrammer.
Well, I mean, technically he was in the future. It happened later.
So he's not the deprogrammer. Isn't here?
Is this guy still alive?
No, he's dead.
Of course he is. Right?
No, he's in the future, man.
Is
He
he
could-
like?
he
Is
could
he like
time
Kang the
travel.
Conqueror? He always exists.
No, the other guy, his
can't
friend,
die.
his friend is like that though. He keeps getting put in different
everywhere.
consciousnesses. Yeah.
How do you spell his last name?
But that's this
I think
time.
it's like Bielek or something like that.
But aren't the consciousness from the future?
The way they explain that, it makes sense to me. Like you were embedded, your consciousness was embedded into someone else's as
Right.
they were born. It had to happen as they were born.
But that was done in the future.
Correct.
So he can't the friend can't do that now though. Like he couldn't live forever
Maybe I don't know.
because that we don't have the technology.
Yeah, that's the guy, Al Bailey. That's not the one I watched.
How's
but
he a
that's the guy.
physicist?
1.4 million views, man.
How is he a physicist though? Is he an actual physicist?
He
I mean,
time traveled. Of
he did-
course, he's a physicist.
He did
What are you
claim.
talking about?
Well, see, that bothers me because if he's a physicist, he should have some better explanations
Right,
than what
right.
he gave.
Yeah.
3.9 million views on the Philadelphia.
I didn't know he was a physicist.
Right.
Yeah, the one that wasn't the one I watched, but that's the guy.
What's the top comment?
It's some weird
Read the
stuff.
top comment.
If you go our message board for the podcast
Yeah.
on Facebook, it has the links in it. If
Oh,
you go
okay.
back, yeah.
Read the top comment. What does it say? It's something funny, isn't it?
How does a person not float away in anti-gravity?
That's what we said, right?
Pretty much.
Answer your question. That wasn't thought of it.
How does the building not float away?
Well, it's still
controlled.
it's still attached.
It's managed anti-gravity.
Well,
It's only to help the city float. It's to
Right.
manage the weight.
so it's built into the structure of the
I would guess.
right.
I mean, I didn't
so that's
see
why it doesn't
blueprints.
float away.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's
anti-gravity.
you know
This is the best part of it.
Comments are awesome, man. Because you know the good ones are going to be up top. So usually the first one is usually the funniest one. How does the building not? Anti-gravity device.
Yeah, but it's worth a listen. It's worth a listen.
It is, man. I enjoyed it, man.
Not worth a listen as though
I don't take it as
it'll
fact.
change your mind.
Right.
Worth a listen
Like,
as though you're like,
entertainment
I
value.
don't know.
Yeah, like I took it as entertainment. So
I
when I
believe
saw it,
in
I
time
saw it on
travel.
on his link. I clicked
I
it
definitely don't believe in
and
time
I watched
travel,
it and
man.
I was like, man, I like this.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
When he hit the alien and
I like a tall tale,
the
man.
wing
that-
whatever
Right,
people.
You're
Yeah,
like,
Because
pause.
he said they traveled through time and set up these structures and then left clues.
See,
What they were trying to do is find a perfect humanity, so they would go back and like change things essentially
Okay.
and help move people in a certain direction. But they made these structures and people, archaeologists would end up finding these structures and there were like laser discs and all kinds
Mhm.
of compasses and ancient tools and
Huh.
stuff that didn't make sense to be together.
in that
I didn't
time
look any of
period.
that stuff up, but I'm sure if people found it already up to now, we would have some sort of record of someone
Sure.
finding it, right? but I didn't look anything. I didn't try to validate or verify anything.
This definitely sounds like the sci-fi version of Big Fish.
Man, it's conspiracy.
It sounds like
theory.
Fringe to me. It
Well,
sounded a lot.
have you ever seen Big Fish with Ewan
Yes.
McGregor and
Yeah, I
stuff?
watched it. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of tall tales and stuff and things that seem fantastical.
Yeah, but that was all true though. Because when the guy
it was
died, all
true.
those people started showing
They
up.
did.
Yeah.
And Big George Mirasan showed up.
That was not George Mears.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Man.
Who was it then?
It was another actor. You talking about the big tall dude?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That played basketball.
No,
George
that
Mears?
wasn't George Mears' son. That was another actor. Yeah, he died.
I'm gonna look that up right
Yeah,
now.
he had.
Well, anyway,
don't
man,
believe
I
you.
appreciate
Go ahead,
you
look it
taking
up,
a
man.
look at it.
All right,
Justin.
all right,
Sure,
no,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, I like.
Because
stuff
he's
like
been in
that.
some other
I like
movies too.
dissecting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm pretty sure I got some more for you, man. I found a better one this time.
I have to go back through my YouTube history because I watch all sorts of craziness like that.
I love it, man.
I try to take naps, so I'll play something like that and take
Mhm.
a nap. Yeah, but then you wake up, you've had some weird dream, and yeah.
So this some good stuff out there, man.
Okay.
So now that I've taken the podcast in a completely
Nah,
No,
man,
no,
that
it's
was awesome. That's
different
definitely,
turn.
yeah, it was definitely different than what we usually talk about, but that's good though. Still geek related.
Robert Guillaume was in Big Fish.
Mhm.
Oh, Matthew McGorry.
Yeah.
It's not looking so good. Yeah, 2005 he passed away.
Yeah. George Michon's still alive.
He was also in.
That guy could not play basketball too.
No,
Yeah. He had some health issues.
he was in House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, Bubble Boy.
Yeah, you remember Bubble Boy?
He was in Bubble Boy.
Great movie.
The Evil Within. We're still on the air. Turn that back on. We're still on the, and it's actually on the screen. Thank you very much.
So what's that's it?
I mean, that's kind of, where else would you
Great
want me
show.
to take that?
Oh no, I was just
So do you have anything else?
I didn't know if you had anything
Yeah,
else,
no,
Justin.
no,
I'm sorry,
it was just
man.
it was the video, and then I wanted to talk about that. But I'm pretty sure I hit 15 minutes. I think
Yeah,
I started
no,
at
that's
12. I think we went about 30
See
minutes.
that,
on
see
it.
that, man?
Yeah.
That's a guy that likes to cooperate
Yeah.
right there, man.
Likes to
I
cooperate.
like that.
What do you mean likes to
He
cooperate?
kept his segment short and sweet.
Who
Yeah.
didn't cooperate?
Who hasn't cooperated?
Apparently,
so far?
me and Matt and you, because you jumped all into my sauce when I was trying to do my 15 minutes.
I was just supposed to be quiet and not say anything.
No, but like, don't interrupt me.
That's kind of how you have a conversation.
You know? Let me finish
That's kind
my
of how
thoughts.
we have
Alright.
to have a conversation.
Let me finish my
Next
thoughts
month,
first.
I'm just gonna sit there and let you bomb.
No, you ain't. no, you ain't. You're lying. You ain't
trying
gonna
to
do it.
save you, man. Cause
You
it
ain't gonna
was.
save me, man. You know what, man? Let me tell you something.
Hey, this is why segments take so long. Shut up.
All right, man. What
All
you
right.
got?
So I got a bit of tech. There was.
I thought you already had your segment.
No.
He runs the show, man. Do not interrupt the show owner. Let's go back. Let's go back to Matt.
All right.
Hush.
So
This dude just told me to hush.
he did tell you to
I'm
hush.
3.
What? So there's a bit of tech that I have here, and this is called the Multipass. This one's the mini.
Multipass.
Multipass. So this is the mini version.
Multipass.
And
Get the reference.
there. I got the reference.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Fifth Element.
Right, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I should have got that.
Yeah. So there's a standard version of this, and it comes with a smart card. So the chip is on the back, so it's a secure card.
Mhm.
What this does is it offers 3 forms of protection. You have your physical, you have your known, but in addition to that, there's encryption built into this. So what you can do is, even if this whole thing was stolen, they would have to know a PIN to unlock this. In addition to that, they would need the card and or the device. So what you do is when you go to a website, you set up the software. It works with all the major browsers, and it's embedded into the browser, and it has a standalone application for management of the device. It stores the passwords and usernames of websites you go to.
So it's like an encrypted single sign-on.
Right.
Right.
So now you can create your own password and store it in here, or you can have the device create a random password for you. And it's all stored in here. And when you launch it, when you open this up, you have to unlock it. And there are logins that you, just like a password keeper from Google or anything like that, you can do it from the device itself. So you don't have to actually go into the browser and go to a website. If there's someplace you wanted to go, like let's say your bank, you can just scroll on this wheel, press it in, and it'll launch that website with the username and password. And it'll confirm with the PIN to do that.
Have you used it yet?
Yes.
Does it work good?
It works very well. My only complaint is that there's no way to import your passwords and stuff.
You got to manually enter everything?
You have to approve the addition to the device. So it's an 8 meg board in here. So there's 8 megs worth of storage. So with text, I mean,
it's not bad.
tons of room. Yeah. I've been using this for about a month now. I have 3 of them. So one for my tablet, and you can import into a card. So you can actually clone the card. So if you have multiples of these, let's say at a parent's house or whatever, you can clone the card for it to be exactly the same as the other, and it would have your passwords and everything move over here.
So for a non-tech person that has no idea what this is, could you kind of break it down to them for them?
So
why would I need that, and why is it important to have?
So when you lately there have been a lot of stories and such about passwords being cracked and everything. One, this will generate a password for you. So the only downside to that is with mobile devices, you have your own applications and such. I haven't tried that aspect of it, but supposedly this works with mobile devices. So you can plug this in to your tablet or your phone using a mini micro USB to micro USB connection on the bottom where you charge your phone, and it should pick it up.
And why would I want to use that? Why would I want to carry around something extra?
For security purposes. So like if you are that paranoid, and as time goes on, we all should be that paranoid because it does happen. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they aren't out to get you. This offers the several layers of protection. So the physical and the known and the encryption involved. So you don't know your password. The device does. You can find out what your password is because you can manage it, but you have to unlock it and you have to have the card. So if you pull the card, then this device is rendered useless to somebody that doesn't have the card and or the PIN. So, and as I said, it can generate that random password for you. So a lot of people use like password or basic words for their password.
Password for what, though?
Anything, bank, any websites.
To get into your machine?
You probably have to already be in the machine for it to work, right?
Yeah. But you can use this on any machine. So if I had all my passwords and stuff on this, I can go to any machine and install the extension, and I'll still have all my websites and stuff here.
So it's only for websites?
Right.
Okay.
I couldn't use it like a smart card to log into my computer.
No. Currently, no.
It requires the software, right?
It requires the extension.
Right.
Yeah.
So the computer already has to be running.
Yeah.
Or logged in, rather.
Right. So I mean, you have that basic part of it, but a lot of this, it's offline storage is the main thing. So you would use this instead of those
and it doesn't work
single
without the card.
sign-ins and stuff. Right.
Right. Plus your whatever log.
Your PIN.
Right.
Yeah.
And how do you enter the PIN? On the device?
On the device.
Is it touchscreen?
Oh,
No,
you have a
there's
wheel.
a wheel.
You have a rolly wheel.
Yep. There's
okay.
a scroll wheel on the side here.
It's
and
not
it's a
self-powered
push-in.
though, right? You have to plug it in to power it.
Well, you have to plug it in via USB to power it. But
Okay.
I mean that.
I mean, it would be useless to be powered on its own.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
So.
So I would use this if I want to securely access like my bank website.
All of your websites.
Any website that requires a username and password.
So if you got like
You
secret
can program
Cayman
it on there.
accounts.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd probably
Offshore
be,
account.
you wouldn't have to Like you wouldn't have to memorize your passwords.
Right.
Anymore.
It would all be here. And if, let's say, you go to a new website
That's
or,
pretty cool.
let's say, your 401k, your retirement stuff, you're just setting it up.
Yeah.
You can tell this device to generate the password
Create you a
for you,
password for you. So.
and it'll store it on here.
And the next time I visit the website, I need to have that plugged into my computer.
You don't need to, like it. Let's say
I mean, if you had to generate the password, you're
right,
going to need it.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you don't. It gives you the option to generate the password. Obviously, this is going to create a more secure password than something that you're going to try to remember.
Okay.
So you can't use that at work.
No.
I don't know because it doesn't.
Where's it plugged in at?
No, it's
USB?
USB. It's USB.
USB device?
Yeah,
No,
USB.
it ain't working.
Yeah.
Ain't
USB
working.
device.
Ain't working.
I can't even burn DVDs now.
It's gonna get worse. Trust me.
Wait, you're going to use it at work?
Yeah.
It ain't working.
We're talking
What about a mouse? Nope.
And for those that don't know, we're
If-
talking
if it-
about using it on post on a military installation.
If it's Bluetooth, nope, ain't using it.
Yeah, no. I mean, even if it's supposed to
No,
work,
it's
it's
a
not gonna
mouse.
work.
Yeah, and that,
No.
I mean that would be good for people that don't work.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah, right,
military,
right.
I guess. If you want to just use it at home.
Yeah,
Sure,
at home.
absolutely.
But if you ever had to log in to something at work,
Right.
you would just have to know the password.
That would be
Password,
good,
right.
like if you worked at a financial institution or something like that.
Sure.
That'd be good to like provide your employees with. Although they'd probably lose them constantly. It'd be
Yeah,
good to
what
provide them
happens?
with-
What happens if you lose it? Then you just lose all your.
Um,
if you have that generated passwords for you,
If I
and then
lose
you
both
lose,
the card and the device,
Start over.
you may. Yeah.
yeah, like what are you asking?
Right.
no,
what
what
do
I'm
you
saying is
lost
I
the
lose
whole
both.
thing?
Relax. So I lost both of them, right?
Relax.
And someone found it, but you're saying that they don't have the pin, they
Right.
can't use it.
Right.
Okay, so it's just useless at that point.
Right.
How many
Okay.
digits are the pin?
4.
Can it be cracked?
I mean, anything can be cracked in time.
Yeah,
So
four
you could
four
brute-
digits.
you could brute
Oh, wait,
force
wait,
the
wait.
device then.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
But no, it's not just digits. It's A through. I want to
So
say
it's numbers and
H.
letters.
I want to. Yeah, it's A through H
Right.
and 0 through 9.
Okay. That could be done in 6,000 tries.
Oh,
8
well,
letters.
man, you got a very
8
powerful
letters
computer,
or
it won't
10
take very
numbers.
long.
8 letters or 10 numbers.
Yeah, you could probably get that, but I mean,
so
but
probably
then
a
what?
good idea not to
But
lose it.
but you-
But then what?
what?
Like, okay, somebody did crack into that.
Right.
Then what?
They'll
Then they
have
could
the-
access
they'll have
all the
access.
They got
to
access
They'll
to
have
the
access
site.
to all your stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they would just like, I can just go to Gmail. And
Yeah,
then,
but the thing is, when
It's
when-
unlikely that.
yeah, how you're thinking about it is
Right.
like
Mhm.
someone hacking it on a computer.
yeah,
It has to be entered on this.
with the little
Yes.
wheel. Well, so I guess that would.
So
take a long
whoever
time.
found
Someone
it
had
would have
do
to
it
be
manually.
rather intelligent in that specific
And
field.
dexterous
You know what I mean?
on the thumbs.
Yeah,
A 5-year-old is not going to.
No, not a 5-year-old.
but they would have to physically.
They would have
you
to
can't
scroll.
Have a, you
Right.
can't have a brute
Right.
force where it just.
Yeah. You
constantly
can't run
put
an
those numbers in
application
there.
against this to open it up.
But
Right.
if you did,
Right.
if you did,
I mean,
got
but
all your stuff.
to be fair, if you just guessed 0, 1, 2, 3,
Right.
right, or A, B, C, D,
Mhm.
you would probably get.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's the combination of my luggage.
right, right. You're gonna get something.
Then I got access to whatever, and I can go to Gmail. And
Which, if that's the case, you probably could have guessed their password anyway.
Right,
You
right,
know?
right.
Yeah.
but like if you went to Gmail, it would have it would just automatically log you in. It would have like they wouldn't even have to know your username.
Does it still work with 2-factor though? Like if you have 2-factor set up on a website, does that work with
Ooh,
in
yeah, good
conjunction with
question.
2-factor?
Two-factor. No, because a lot of times two-factor is just clicking on something and well, all right.
You know, like
It
Google
depend-
will want your PIN, or
Yes,
you use the authenticator or
And
whatever.
then it'll text you.
The
or email you.
authenticator, no. It depends. Like one because the authenticators that I've used,
Mhm.
you say, oh, log on with Google. If you've signed into the workstation before, then it's just going to
If
log it
you've
in.
approved that device. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in general.
right.
So then, but if you've never entered your
Not all of
password,
them.
username and password in,
Google does. So.
if you've never used your username and password on that machine to do that authentication,
Mhm.
then yes, this will work.
Mhm.
So it will do individual username and then next screen password.
Mm.
Yeah.
It will work on that.
Google will, but Microsoft doesn't. Every time I log in with Microsoft, it doesn't matter if I'm home or
Just
not.
send you a text
Yep.
anyway.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
Sure,
no,
most of the
with,
stuff.
with Google, most of the, I have their authenticator app installed.
And what's that called?
This is called the Multipass Mini.
Multipass.
Multipass.
I just
Spell
wanted to
it.
say that again.
So MOOLTIPASS.
Multipass.
This is the mini version, and it has 8 megs. This was from the Kickstarter.
How big is
that
the
they
big
had.
one?
The big one. The big one's
Cell phone.
big one's about half the size of this box.
Why?
Because the if I remember right, the proto board that they were using to develop it and the screen it wasn't developed small enough yet. It wasn't small yet. So
it's an inferior piece of equipment.
no, it does the same thing. It's just larger,
bigger.
Yeah. So with this, they were able to
I mean,
cram
They had to
different
call
sizes
it
in.
mini. What were they
And
gonna
look,
call
they
it?
didn't
New? Yeah.
they didn't change the
Multipass
box
new.
either.
What do you mean? No, this is a different box. It
It's the
says
same
mini
box.
on it. It says mini on
Except
it.
they added mini.
Multipass
The box
new.
was 2 times this size. No, I don't know because I don't have the
You
regular.
said it was like you put your fingers up there.
Yeah,
and
it
set
was the
Yeah.
regular size is
I could
about
fit in there.
this size.
I thought you were going to say I have more storage, and I was like, I don't go to that many websites.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, 80 megs is a
up.
pretty
You
good
want to put
thing.
other
So-
people's stuff on there?
No, you don't.
Could you do that?
Well,
If you had their login, you
yeah,
probably
you
could.
could, yeah.
You could put more than one.
Well,
like,
what you could do,
how would it know which one to sign in with?
a second card.
But I don't want to
So-
use a second card.
No. Well, listen to me. Let's say you have yourself. You have
Yeah.
one for yourself, and this one's your wife's.
Mm-hmm.
You just put in your wife puts in her PIN, and it accesses her information.
I got you.
So your kids, all that.
They would all have to have a card
They don't-
themselves.
yeah.
Well, that'd be cool if you generated all the pass. I mean, they could clearly reset their own password, but
Sure.
they wouldn't be logging into websites without you giving them that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could
So you'd
use
have
it
to force
as
them to be.
access control kind
Yeah. So I mean, I know this may not be interesting to people, but
That's interesting.
it retails for I think $75.
$75.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sorry.
I'm good.
See his face? $75.
I'm cheap.
Doll
No,
hairs.
Oh, you
That's
ain't
right.
cheap.
Nah, man, that's
You know
a
what
lot.
you're doing?
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
money
money for that,
It's
man.
a lot of money.
Just to be putting my passwords in if I may.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's a little security.
Yeah, right,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The thing that drew me,
Security.
the only thing that takes away from this for me is that there's no way to import your existing passwords. Granted that you can log in and it asks you if you want to save the information, which you can do, yes. But I can't go into like the Google passwords.
Oh, okay. Somewhere
Thing.
you've already have all a bunch
Right.
of stuff stored.
Right.
Okay.
And
I was about
you
to be
can't
like,
import.
How would you import all
Right.
that shit? From, like on a spreadsheet or something?
No, because you have the auto.
That would be dumb.
Yeah.
You have the well.
At least you're
Come on.
upgrading it.
On
at
the
that point.
spreadsheet?
No, I don't disagree with you, but you're saying it as if people don't do that.
No, I would say they don't do that.
Right. Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
I didn't want to hear that.
I'm going to tell you.
Oh. Okay.
We know. But yeah, I mean, if there's a way to import from like Firefox, Google, Chrome, IE, those passwords, it would make it easier to do that.
I disagree with you. I agree with you, Justin. Like I mean, I know you say you're cheap, but I don't think you are, man. The normal person, when you say $75,
I mean, I get what it does.
no, I get what it does too, but you're like $75.
Like
and
it,
you're
it don't do enough.
Yeah, it don't do enough. Like it won't do enough for me.
$75.
Yeah.
For like the business person, for the traveler,
I mean, add like
I
a
could
retina
see this
scan to
being
that or
useful.
something.
Well, people who got disposable income, yeah, $75 may not mean anything to them.
No, but I mean somebody that's like an international traveler and stuff.
yeah,
you know,
that's
that I
a
could see
different.
this
But like
being-
the average
right,
person,
no,
yeah.
the average person,
Yeah.
I don't think would find value in
Yeah.
this. Because there's software based.
I was thinking 25, maybe 30.
No.
Yeah,
Is
I was,
it
I was
70?
on the high
75?
on the high end 40.
Well, let me. But before we completely write it off, let me just double check.
$75.
For
We're
the
not
mini.
writing it off, man. We
So
just
what
saying
is
that
what
it's
is the
no
biggie?
pricey.
What does the biggie cost?
Biggie Smalls.
150. It's gonna be about
You might
300.
actually be right.
Yeah, we're not writing it off. We're just saying it's kind of expensive.
No, I hear you.
for
I
the
get
normal
$7.
person.
I get what it does.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I understand the security, but
Yeah.
if you're talking to a normal average day Joe that really don't know about security, And you like $75? Man, I don't care about that. I'll just change my
75. Well, I
password.
can put my
Own
own passwords in for free.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they gonna start thinking, man.
There's an app out there I can use for free. It holds
Yeah,
all my
passwords
passwords.
in it. Yeah.
If I pick this up at Best
Dash
Buy,
lane.
I'd be like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. How much? 75. Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you kindly for showing me this. But 70? Nah, bruh.
I mean, don't get me wrong, because I think it's cool because I'm starting to get older, and all the passwords that I have now, I can't remember all of them.
Oh yeah, no, it's
and
ridiculous.
I don't want to write them down, but damn, man,
So-
I'm getting pretty damn close to doing that now because I can't remember all this stuff.
Nah, it had nothing to do with age.
Other than the smart card,
What you
right,
say?
That
Sit down
plugs,
had nothing to do with age.
that
What
plugs
you
into
say?
this. Couldn't I just get a memory card and store everything on it and encrypt the memory card, or password protect it, and then just plug it into the device? Wouldn't it function relatively?
But it doesn't do it automatically.
Minus these two, right? Fair enough.
Yeah, that does it for you, and it also acts as like a bookmark. So like if you need to, if any of the websites that you use have a username and password, you can access the site purely by that. You don't have to do any typing, like chase.com. You can just go here. This is the website I want to go to. Boom, and it logs you into it.
So it comes with 3 cards.
No, 2.
There's one in there, and it
Yeah.
has 2 in here.
Yes.
This plugs
So
into,
you bought an extra one.
Yes,
Okay.
this
I have
plug-
others.
This plugs into the USB.
Yes.
I pick my website, like say if I'm going to my credit card, like I want to pay my credit card bill, I want to go to the website. I roll the little dial, press the button,
Yeah.
and it takes
It brings
me
you right to the
to
website, logged in.
and
Yeah.
then blah, blah, blah.
So
That convenience makes up for having to physically have a device.
So the
You know what I
the
mean?
website is
So-
stored in the
so-
device.
yes.
Instead of
So
me,
if you have like 20 websites,
I want to be
you
so
have to
lazy
scroll
not to
through
type.
all
Yeah,
of
you
them.
scroll, but it
But you
it
gotta
does it
keep
by
up with
letter.
this.
After a certain number,
Yeah.
it does it by
And the
letter. So
cable.
you go A, B, C, D, D, and then you enter that.
Shouldn't
and then
have
you
that
can,
many in there. Though,
Well, I'm
probably
just
more
saying.
than likely.
The multipass has an internal flash in which the user encrypted credentials are stored, while a pin-locked smart card contains the AES
So additional
256-bit encrypted required for their decryption. Like any chip and PIN card, 3 false tries will permanently disable the multipass card.
Whoa, permanently.
How do I?
Permanent.
$75?
So wait a minute. I can't get it unlocked. I can't go anywhere to get it unlocked. There's no unlock.
Permanently.
Well, you
But there's no
No,
data
no.
on there really that you need to recover.
no, what you
Right?
do.
Yeah, because
No,
What-
there,
why
there's
don't wanna
that-
buy
set
another
your
card?
password.
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer the question?
No, I want
No,
to answer the question.
Just want to make a point.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth. No. What happens is you can still connect the device to your computer. All right. You can clone the card. So there's a companion software on the computer as well. It's not
But
just
if
the
you
extensions.
forgot the pin,
You just told me my car's damaged forever after 3 wrong tries, right?
It's permanently disabled.
Disabled.
Yes.
So
garbage.
Permanently.
So can I format it?
Disabled.
Forever.
Permanently.
Forever.
Could you answer
there,
my question?
Is there a way to recover
No, not recover. So you said it's disabled, right?
the card?
Yeah,
the card
Not
is
the device.
I didn't
The
say
card.
the device.
Okay.
So can
We
I
are reiterating.
format the card to use it again?
wait, the card's just to access, right?
Right.
So all you just need is to program a new card, and you get back into
Right.
the same crap,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, the device is still good, so you might have to get a new card, I guess. Or or can you wipe the card and start again?
The
That's
card.
what you're asking, right?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Well, you get 2 cards.
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Politician, could you answer the question?
Yeah, he just went
I
right
plead.
there.
You don't
I
know.
plead the fifth.
Just
No.
say I don't know.
You can buy new cards.
I don't want to buy a new card.
He's asking
No,
you.
I
do you
understand. I
have
don't
to?
know the answer.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
looking.
that's what we're looking
I'm
for.
looking.
You don't know. Okay. He
I
doesn't
don't.
know.
Off the top of my head, I
He's
do
never.
not
That's
know.
never
The
happened.
It's
card,
never
the card
happened to me.
only provides access. It doesn't sync with the pin or the card in any way. Meaning,
With the device.
right, you have to start all over if you have a new
It,
card.
it's just
It
like
just
any other
provides
smart
access.
cards. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you still have, if you lose the card or it gets damaged or whatever,
everything's still
everything's
there.
still there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just need to find a way to re-access on how
What if
that
I
works.
lose my
So
smart
when you
card?
get a new card, how do you set the pin?
Yeah.
There's software in here that recognizes it as a new card. Yeah.
Right.
And then.
And
I know, because I mean, yeah, I'm saying like, what if I find one of those things and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just get a new card.
Just guess
pop
1,
that
2, 3,
in.
4. That's probably it.
I mean,
well, I mean, obviously, it's
still have
not
to
gonna
have the
work that
pin.
way.
So I disable the device. I'm back on this again.
Well, the device doesn't get disabled. Only the card does.
So the card gets disabled.
The
Right.
card gets disabled.
Okay, cool.
just
That's
like
all
a smart
just wanna
card.
make sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
device
all
stays
I have
the
to-
same.
So all I
You
have
just
to do
don't
is
get
go
access.
get a new card,
Right.
and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's what we said like 3
Okay.
times.
I'm sorry, I'm
Just
slow.
wanna-
It's like,
you're like
hey man, I need
trying
you
to destroy
I
this
need you-
device.
to feed me like you need to feed the people out here in America, so they can understand.
Merc.
Okay?
Is that the story you're going with?
No, I'm just telling you that because
They don't care, man. They heard $75
$75.
and they're like, nah,
I'm
bruh.
just saying because
To
hey,
log into something, nah,
I
bro.
ain't buying it. But if someone was interested in knowing it, they would want to know, so you can explain it to them
mean,
like how this thing works.
Depending on what I needed, I might pay $75.
I ain't.
If like I said, it would have to be like I would have to be to my $1 million Cayman account, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It
Oh
would
yeah,
have to be,
you know what? Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Or if that's happened to you before.
So if I win the lottery tonight, because I played it,
yeah, you probably
Yeah.
buy one.
I'll buy everybody one at the table. You heard it from me. Heard it first right here. Everybody's getting one. If you're still listening, you might get one if I win.
you
I'd
get
be-
a multi-pass.
I would
You
be
get a
careful.
multi-pass. You get a multi-pass.
Angry Oprah.
Everybody look under your chairs.
And if you want more information, you can go and by the way, this is we're not getting any money for this at all. So
We don't,
go
we don't,
ahead. Yeah,
we
I
don't
saw
know
you
if
lean
Matt is, but we're not.
No.
Yeah, exactly. 'cause
I-
the way
I-
Matt's pitching it, he might
When
be.
he says
I
weird, he's
definitely-
talking about us at the table and you guys listening.
we none of us are getting money for this. But if you
These
do,
guys
if
are
you do
getting
want,
money.
stop it. If you do want more information, you can go to
Google.com. Oh.
the multipass MOTHEMOOLTIPASS.com. So if you want to go check that out. Anyway, so I did want to talk about solar energy, but I think we're beyond that at this point. We're kind of late in the game, right?
You're still running at 3 hours, huh?
Yeah, we even with nailing some things down, 3 hours.
Well, you know what?
I do like to talk.
I definitely enjoyed a little bit more structure that we had
Good.
tonight. So,
Yeah.
Good. Well, we don't matter. Our viewers matter.
yeah.
So
let
what we
let
think.
us know what you think about going on for 3 hours.
Yeah, and we may have to cut.
Our viewers, we matter too. You know what
do
I'm
we?
saying?
Do
yeah.
we matter?
We're not just up here being, show monkeys, man. Like we like to do this.
Dance,
We
monkey,
gotta like to
dance.
do it. Yeah, we can just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we appreciate everybody watching
Oh,
us. We
absolutely.
hope that you will watch us because, this is what we like, stuff
But,
we like to talk
but
about.
more
Tell your
importantly,
friends.
more importantly, did you have fun and did you enjoy yourself?
Did you have fun watching?
Did you have fun watching?
This is the theme of the show. You need to
Fun
put that on
watching.
there. Did you
Oh,
have
it's
fun
good.
watching?
have fun?
That's the title. Fun watching.
While you were watching, what else were you doing?
No, we don't want to know. No, we
I
don't.
do not
we
want
do
to
not
know.
wanna
Fun.
know. Unless it's flattering. We do not want to know.
I still don't want to know.
If it's flattering, no.
Well, I don't know. Is it flattering? I mean,
Hey, man,
you still don't wanna know?
One thing we're gonna have to
Yeah.
improve on is you're gonna have to stop turning around and getting on the computer.
Him?
Yeah.
I think he's looking for people commenting or
Yeah,
whatever.
this
on
is my
Facebook.
way to make sure that we keep the people involved.
How about we move that laptop up here?
It's
And then-
the screen's too big. I was
It's
gonna
too
do it,
big.
but it's like
What
it's like 17 inches, man. It like
What-
takes.
what-
All right. Yeah, we could discuss that off the air.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know we really appreciate you joining us. We got like
Yes.
70 views. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wish I had everybody's name, but I can't see everybody's name. But
Say
really
hi
appreciate
next
it.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interact. We're trying to be a little bit more
Interactive.
accessible. Accessible.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah. Interactive.
Accessible.
Stop it.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, you got
That's
it.
all you, man.
I said stop it. I was talking to myself.
Oh, okay. So I want to thank, as Byron said, I want to thank everybody for watching, even if you've
Mario said,
everybody.
nah. We talking about?
He was talking about Twin Peaks. Go
He
ahead.
said nah.
Nah, Mario. Nah.
Nah.
Oh, okay. Before we all go. Shoot.
Come on, man. Get on your job.
So I got this the other day.
You
in
wait
the
till
mail.
now.
I wait till
Yes.
that. It was over there. I kind of forgot about it. So, got this in the mail.
Give me on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
No, you got it.
That's a nice jersey.
So it's the logo jersey, but it is iron-on, which kind of disappointed me a little bit. But for one run, a single run thing, it's rare to find a place that'll do that because they usually ask for like bulk and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking was, I think we can put it down now. What I was thinking was maybe doing like an Indiegogo or something, or GoFundMe or anything like that, where we can do some one-off products. So if people are interested in stuff, we put it to a certain goal.
Mm-hmm.
If people are interested, maybe we can do some actually embroidered jerseys. And we're going to have to choose one style, though, or do smaller orders of multiple styles. And maybe recoup some of the money or do some more investing for the show for things. So, so like do a hockey jersey, maybe a baseball jersey, or what have you, or even T-shirts.
Let's get some black viewers and do some basketball jerseys.
Wow. I was leaving it for you. I didn't want to.
Why
I didn't want to speak.
face?
I didn't want to speak for anybody. No, I was thinking
Come on, we
basketball
like
jerseys.
basketball jerseys.
No, I got it.
Man,
I got
stop that.
it. I got it. So
Football. I didn't say football. Right?
football. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do football. But
Everybody loves football.
it all depends. So the more money you're willing to part with, the nicer the jersey is going to be. The better options we're going to have. So it was just a thought that maybe that's something we can do.
$75.
That sounds like a good idea, man. I like that.
I mean, this jersey, like I said, isn't cheap.
No,
This
it looks
wasn't cheap.
so okay, except for the iron-on part. It looks pretty good.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, even the iron part looks nice.
Yeah.
Now.
for the what?
I said now.
Why?
As soon as you iron it, it's gonna get.
Well, obviously you can't
And-
put the
and
I'm
iron.
not
wash
going
it
to
out.
iron it.
As soon as you wash it.
Yeah.
As soon as you
yeah,
wash
oh,
it.
yeah, you wash it. Then,
No,
yeah.
you
If you
hang
wash it.
dry it.
That doesn't matter.
You machine wash it, you hang dry it.
Once you wash it, it'll
You
start
have to
getting
wash
like the little
You're gonna have
lines.
to wash it on
It's gonna start
delicate,
coming.
Oh
through.
yeah, that's going to be undelicate.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You're talking about Geek Life here, right?
Yeah.
So the people are not. They're not. Sorry, everybody, but you're not doing your laundry. You're not hang drying and gentle washing. That's not who we're reaching here.
Machine wash, cold, inside out, gentle
yeah,
cycle.
but that's probably not including the iron-on.
Hang to dry, tumble low, move promptly.
I
Do
think
not iron.
everything says that.
Yeah, pretty much everything says that. But I mean, that's the idea. If there's interest, we could throw it up there. I mean, even if you guys agree, we'll throw it up there and see if people want to do that.
I like the idea, man.
So, personally, I'd love to have an embroidered shirt, but like I said, a lot of places won't do like single runs or very low
yeah.
runs.
My mother-in-law will do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will it be like completely embroidered, like
Yeah,
that?
she'll do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When can she get it done?
I don't know. I'll ask her.
All right, ask her.
Yeah.
Ask her for it. Yeah, that's
Shout out to
reasonable.
LeBron's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Throwing her up under the bus.
Yeah, she can do it.
Yeah. She can do anything.
Drive back. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll have to read up on, unless one of you guys wants to read up on like those Indiegogos and stuff like that. See how that stuff works.
I have no idea how it works.
Neither do I. I mean, I know generally how it works, but not specifically.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
All right.
Yeah. I've heard people use it for. One guy was using it to write a book or something.
People
like
use
that.
it.
Yeah, one guy was using it to.
You say, "Hey, can you give me money?"
Hey,
They'll
man,
say,
can I?
"Yeah,
Can
I'll give you money."
Can I finish my thing on
Can-
thing?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
So
Okay,
this
I'm
this guy was on this other podcast I watched.
What's the
And
podcast called?
$75.
Corey Holcomb Show. I'm pretty sure. Don't nobody else know about it except for me. Corey Holcomb Show.
I know
One
Corey.
guy was he was on there. He raised money to write books with. Like he's done it like multiple times on Indiegogo. So.
People must really want to hear what he has to say.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
And Matt will give away his multipass.
No.
Oh, that's wow.
No.
$75.
$75 with a multipass.
And you'll be able to
Multipass.
log into all of
That's
his
not
accounts.
how any of this
You
works.
know what? That's a good giveaway right there.
Just throwing
Yeah.
She was
stuff out there.
bombing on me. On
Yeah,
my,
it would
my
be,
pop.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. Wouldn't it?
Pre-installed with
$75.
all of your
Oh,
information.
my but no pen.
They can figure that out.
It's got all the information, no card, no pen.
Right. Yeah. You'll just have to nuke it. Yeah. So there's that idea. Anyway.
All right.
So from us to you, on my left.
Angry black man in the house.
Captain Villain Black, you can call me Captain, you call me Villain, don't call me Black.
Here we go.
The Bearded Maker. I was waiting on that earlier.
I know, I
that-
forgot it.
Oh, you forgot
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I'll overdub it on the edit. How's that?
Anybody got,
Whatever.
anybody got anything going on? You want to shout out before we leave?
Yeah. You
I
do.
still got my YouTube, but I mean I haven't uploaded because I'm working on a spot where I can shoot video. So
Okay.
hopefully this month. I really want to get that Guardians of the Galaxy game and play that one, and
Okay.
I want to have a video for that, but we'll
Watch
see.
him play. All right.
Yeah.
And then Justin will have his YouTube channel
I
up
will,
one
I
of these
will.
days.
Awesome.
You can always check out my old work on Facebook too, on the
Yeah.
Bearded Maker.
There you go. And Angry Black Man is just chilling.
It's a loser.
Actually, no.
No?
I'm
Actually, no?
working on
Uh-oh.
something. I got
What?
What?
I got my family. I got my cousins coming down to visit me next week, and going to be looking at purchasing some audio equipment to do.
He's gonna
Audio.
want a rival.
I'm gonna be
Podcast.
looking at
Arrival.
maybe possibly
Be
looking at
Doing
purchasing
something.
maybe some
No, I'm looking to do some audio
Finishing the
stuff.
sentence.
I'm looking to do some audio stuff, man.
Okay.
I-
So primarily audio.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do some audio stuff. I
Alright.
want to kind of branch out and do some today's topic stuff, political stuff. And
Oh.
yeah.
wants to do less nerdy stuff.
No, I'm not. I mean, I enjoy doing this, but I just like some.
No, I mean
some
saying you
stuff
don't
like
want to
some-
overstep and get on nerdy stuff. So the
Yeah.
stuff like music, sports,
Yeah.
stuff like
Well,
that.
this would be a good time to announce our new format.
Uh-oh. We're gonna start talking about
We're
sports.
going to be talking about politics and.
Oh
sports.
no. I mean, I'm not planning on leaving. I mean, unless y'all
Oh, okay.
kick me off the show. I mean,
Well, I mean, this is your house.
no, I'm just saying the
Oh,
show,
okay.
man. I'm just saying the show, man. I'm just trying. What I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to
kick
do,
him off the show and still use his house.
You know what I'm trying to do?
Byron, we're
What
coming
I'm
over.
trying
You
to
can't
do-
go.
Trying to have something like
No, I
anytime
understand.
you
I
guys
got
like,
you.
hey, I'm doing this. I'm
Yeah,
doing that.
no,
Hey,
no,
man,
Absolutely.
I want to try this something.
Why should I deter you from doing that? I think it's great.
Hey man,
No,
whatever.
Stealing
No.
your views.
Why are you saying what? I'm trying to be supportive,
Hey,
man.
I appreciate you, man. This
No,
guy over
yeah,
here, man.
no.
Whatever, man.
He's gonna take your whole audience. And
Well,
there-
wow, what
and
audience?
there-
We got no audience.
We got
Wait
audience,
a
man.
second.
There's
Wait a second.
79,554 people watching views.
54.
And look,
It's
Byron's gonna take them all.
reached 170 people.
And
Oh, did we get that bunch?
well, we
views?
didn't, no,
Oh, we
it
got
reached.
views.
It reached.
Oh, okay.
People saw it and they didn't click on it.
I mean, at least they saw it.
I mean, 70 out of 170. That's still pretty
That's
good.
pretty good, man.
Yeah. Even if they watched for like a split second.
One day we'll get them on for the whole thing.
That's right.
You know.
Yep.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But
nobody said anything since. So.
Yeah, it's been
Whatever.
a while. It's kind of late too, though.
Yeah,
so.
it is.
yeah,
It is
everybody's
very
probably
late.
asleep.
So, all right. Anyway, yeah. So we'll probably be getting together again next month. Though it might be kind of tight because it is summer, so families do go on vacation, from what I understand.
Spider-Man reviews.
Long
Oh,
Not-
Spider-Man. Yes.
long as it's
Oh,
not
that's
around the
that's coming up next. Yes, Spider-Man.
Yep.
Was that?
So just as long as it's not around the fort.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of town myself.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna.
Yeah.
be available.
So I mean,
I'm here. My daycare decided to close the whole week.
nice.
Bum, bum, ba,
Well,
bum.
you take the kids. Oh, you can't really take the kids with you,
Yeah,
can
man,
you?
y'all can just go on vacation.
Yeah.
Then.
Take the kids with them.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Take the kids with them. I know, right? Vacation with the kids.
Wow.
Somebody's got to look forward to soon.
Hey
That's
man,
all right.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something, man. I enjoy spending time with my kids.
Oh, you can't let them hear that though.
I do. I don't care if they hear it. I just
Well,
I'm
it's-
just
Yeah,
like,
but
it is
your kids
recorded.
are like 15 and 16, all right?
no, man. My oldest is 14 to return 15.
Oh, excuse me.
and the youngest or the middle
1
one,
year.
middle one's gonna return.
Nah,
13.
we talking about young kids.
All
They're-
right.
They're jerks at this age.
Well, they are. They are
Like
kinda
3, 4, 5, 6. Like they
See,
just jerks.
And you gave me the look when I talked about that for Logan.
You're like,
And the kids? I said, yeah, because the kids are jerks too.
I said kids
Okay.
are the biggest jerks,
All right.
man. Like right around when they first, they trying to figure it out. By nature, you're just people are jerks.
All right.
Justin's turning us off.
I think we're done.
We're off
yeah,
the
we're,
line.
we're off there.
Talking about
All right.
kids now.
Goodbye.
From all of us at Global Geek Defense Force and the Geek Life, stay geeked.
Peace out. Hey, man.
So you want to do the
Go on
thing where we
vacation,
kind of
man.
pretend to keep talking?